Chat. It's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes for us to get this up. Clearly, Milagros has gotten me a message that says return to court.
A verdict has been reached. 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 Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast. Lot going on. A lot going on, but a verdict has been reached, and we waiting for it to come in now. We listening and we watching live, Giants. We listening and we're watching live. Tap in, and tap in. I'm going to get it up here on the screen in a moment. I'm going to get it up here. I'm going to get it up here in a moment, Giants. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to get it up here. Tap in, and tap in. I'm going to get it up here, Allison. The verdict has been reached. Yeah, I'm going to get it up here right now. Hold on. I'm going to get it up here right now. Okay. I got it up here. We got a verdict. You can hear that, Allison? Allison, can you hear that? Can you hear the video playing? I was ready to go. Can you hear that, Allie? All right, hold on.
Tory Lanez, real name DAYSTAR Peter, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer.
Can you hear that better, Allie?
Chelsea Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the back seat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over, like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. Mm-hmm. And it was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. Mm-hmm. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse. Like,
arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. Mm-hmm. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I was so scared.
In the car shooting from the car?
Really? He is standing up over the window shooting. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even want to move.
We got a verdict.
Quick, like, because I'm like, oh, my God.
We're going to play the verdict. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear this.
Something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even. The adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm really believing.
There's a whole verdict. We're going to get to it. I promise you, Giants.
I'm crawling somebody's driveway.
I mean a taco.
The verdict is coming in. I just saw the tweet. It's coming in.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez?
Hold on.
Let's see what Millie says.
Okay, let's see what the people talking about.
Let's suppose we'll go back to court. Yeah. Okay. Court will go back on the record at.
What's happening? What's happening, guys? It's coming in now.
Holy. Chat, let me finish my food. Let's watch this interview, and then we back on.
He's apologizing. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you're sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
Mm-hmm. So somebody hears a gunshots, they call the police. The police come, and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out of the car.
What's happening with you, Bambi? What's happening with you, Bambi?
Nothing much. How are you?
What's happening? A verdict came in. They said that they waiting for the jury to come out, but they got a verdict. It's coming in. Just give us a couple of seconds.
What happened?
Okay.
We're gonna learn it. We're gonna hear about this together. We're gonna hear about this together. Tap in, go to my YouTube. You guys want to hear and see it the way it's meant to be seen. Bambi, you stay here. What up, at Quill?
To kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say you shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass? Did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital. And the police
y'all see this, right?
me.
Y'all see what I put up, right?
Let me take a picture.
Bring that down a little bit. The jurors in the case of the people versus Daystar Peterson have notified the court that a verdict has notified the court of a verdict. The court will go back on record at 3:15. At 3:15, that's about 17 minutes from now. Pull up, Quell. I don't know.
Oh, that's my friend Onyx too. She's here, but
she a real person? All right, cool.
Yeah, she's a person.
All right, cool. You know, I be needing to make sure because you get these randos. Yeah, pull up, Quinn. What's happening with you, Quinn?
Hey.
So look, while we
News.
While we await this verdict, who you think gonna win in this whole charade? Let's talk about it.
I really thought that we were all friends.
Go for it, Bambi or Onyx. Go for it. Allison, you too. Go for it, Queens.
I think Megan Thee Stallion is gonna win.
Really?
Like,
okay.
But you mean who's gonna be not guilty or what? Because someone might go to jail.
Right.
Like, it's Tory. So who's being tried? Exactly.
So the question is this is a case or a matter of did Tory Lanez shoot Meg Thee Stallion? That's what we're talking about, right? So the question I'm asking you guys is, do you think Tory will be found guilty of shooting Meg Thee Stallion? That's the question.
Oh, I don't think Tory shot anybody. I just this just reminds me of like that Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. Like,
Yeah, it does.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you'll never really know the truth. All you know is like a bitch got her ass beat or a bitch got shot, and then like boom, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, so. But for me, I don't think Tory Lanez shot anybody. If anything, I think she stepped on glass.
It was.
I think they had a drunken night. I didn't listen to the testimony. I think they had a drunken night, and I mean, my God, I kind of feel like Tory did shoot her. I kind of feel like he did. I feel like he did shoot her. Yeah, because I heard that part when they said that she was walking. They were arguing. They have been arguing the whole night. They were all very inebriated. And he probably, you know, when people get drunk and they just get pistol happy.
Oh well, no.
Yeah, but my thing is like, why?
Not pistol happy, but definitely upset and angered.
Well, my thing is Tory Lanez. I mean, Tory is so much like he's so fucking golden. Why would he have to like meet up with Megan Thee Stallion and then all of a sudden he becomes like pistol happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, before the Megan Thee Stallion, like, I mean, you know, he made songs with Trina. You know, Trina was way better than Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? So why would they even need to be together and come this far? Like, I don't get it. Like, does it make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't think he shot her because he just seems too dope to like, okay, I'm a celebrity now and we're going to get drunk and we're going to forget that we're fucking celebrities and pow, I'm going to shoot you, bitch, because you made me mad. Like, I don't think it's that cut and dry.
I think either it was an accident, like maybe he was holding it, he was drunk, it was an accident, and he didn't mean to shoot her, or he meant, I don't know, but someone shot the gun, you know? I don't think whoever shot her had intentions of shooting her, but maybe they were just trying to tell her, because I heard that they wanted her to calm down, right? Like Megan was supposedly really, really annoyed or really upset. She was really upset, and they were trying to get her to calm down for the whole night. And they said she didn't get it. She continued to.
Yo, check this out real quick. Check this out.
You realize there's like 30 bones in your feet and like 100.
This is Tory when he went live after 3 months after the shooting. Check it out.
She now gets to this place where the people are like, hold on, and again, the internet is sick. The internet starts coming at her and saying, yo, show your feet, because we're seeing you at DJ Khaled's house and you're on your tippy toes, and then we're seeing that you're, you're here and there, and they're antagonizing her. They're brutally coming for her and not giving her, I guess, what it is that she needed. But it gets to this point where now she posts a picture of a foot. And she posts this picture of her foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, like, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. Like, I don't deserve to have to go through this. Like, I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's like, I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now I get to this point where she posted this picture of her foot and everyone's seeing certain things and everyone's, saying certain things about her foot. And some people think it's real. Some people don't think it's real. And it gets to this place where some people just...
Let me wash my hands. I'll come back and we going straight through. I'm good. Real nigga shit. I was hella drunk just now.
Oh, my God.
Who's going back to life? I ain't going to hold you, okay?
So, just to be clear, the verdict is coming out 6:15 our time, East Coast time. West Coast is 3:15, just about maybe 15 minutes or maybe 11 minutes. It's definitely coming out. The verdict is coming out. Just let me put this back up here the way that it was. Jurors in the case of People versus Daystar Peterson have notified the court they have a verdict, the court will go back on the record at 3:15 p.m. That's West Coast time. So it's going to be about maybe 11 minutes, 10 minutes or so. The court will be back and we'll be back on record. Pull up Onyx. If you guys on YouTube want to pull up on Instagram, share your thoughts on who you guys think is going to win. Pull up and I'll bring you guys up. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. We got the verdict coming in about maybe 10 more minutes. Court going go back on record, man. I want to know how you guys feel. Onyx, Bambi, tap in with me. Bambi, tap in with me. Court going back on record at 6:15. I had myself muted. I was talking. I thought you guys could hear me. I didn't block you, Bambi. Pull up. Onyx, I didn't block you. Pull up. I'm sending you the request. You gotta hit it.
I didn't do.
I think maybe her thing is frozen.
Oh yeah, so log off and come back on to Instagram then. Close the app, come back. YouTube, tap in with us, man. Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all think Tory did that shit or not? Everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button. Show your social currency by hitting that like button, please, and thank you in advance. Hit the like button. East Coast time. What up, though, Jason? What's happening with you, Jason? I see you, man. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. Oh, man. Last podcast of the year. We talking about Meg. We talking about Tory. You know, I want to see how you guys feel and how you guys are reacting to this.
I feel like, I don't know why they even picked it up, to be honest, because it seems like the LA County court didn't even do a good job about trying to get the evidence. They didn't know who did it. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think they're just trying to make an example of them. But I feel like it's probably going to be a mistrial, honestly, because that other girl, Kelsey, has immunity. And I believe that Kylie Jenner should have testified because a lot of this happened at her house, supposedly. And they didn't have her, you know what I mean? And for them to maybe find him guilty is not fair.
I just think that.
Why am I hearing I don't know.
Where's that? Mike? Okay. Yeah, I just think that Kylie wasn't there. When everything ensued, just like EJ, he wasn't there, but EJ packed the bags. You know what I mean? He moved the bags from one car to the next. So that's what I think is happening.
I mean,
but
maybe
I definitely
it's
feel
a good thing. It's probably
yeah.
a good thing that she's not there because, you know, I don't think anyone deserves to go to jail necessarily with this situation. Because Megan didn't even want to make it a big deal. It seems like they just had a night of reckless drinking and someone got hurt by accident.
So here's the thing. Everybody on YouTube, hit that like button. Please show your social currency. Also, drop a super chat. Tap in with us. Drop a super chat. About 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Court will re-adjourn. Court will go back on record at 3:15 West Coast time, 6:15 East Coast time. Okay, so that's about 7 minutes from now. So here's the thing, Bambi. I think that I don't. Just by listening to the testimony, I think that Tory will beat all charges because it's beyond reasonable doubt, right? It's the prosecution's duty to present the case. It's the defense job to poke holes in the theories, right? That's their job, to poke holes in the theories. That's what they're supposed to be doing. So you know, there's that. I want to play something though, right? Do I have time to play it? I don't really have time to play it, but let me see if I don't have time to play it because the verdict's about to come in. And I want to be here and clear when the verdict comes in. Live on Broadway podcast, drop a super chat, Cash App. You guys enjoying the show. We live and we here to tap in with you guys. Oh man, this is interesting because this has been going on for 2 years. Instagram, everybody hit that button. I'm gonna bring you guys up. Pull up, Marcy. I see you, Marcy. Onyx, pull up. Golden, pull up. What's happening, Marcy?
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, what's happening, Onyx? All right, cool. We got you. We got you guys.
Word.
Oh man. So
All right, what you want to know?
no. So what I was about to say was, what I was about.
Spoke about.
Hold on.
What the fuck happened, and gave their narrative. And if you ask me,
so we'll get back to that. So this case has been going on for 2 years. 2 years. You get me? Probably more closer to 3 years now because we're on the back of 2 years and a half. Let's just cut it in the middle. And one of the most interesting parts to the case is that with all the parties there, everybody keeps saying Tory lied. So the question I pose you guys while we wait for the verdict to come in is, what did Tory lie about? Because Tory never said, only thing Tory's ever said, in my opinion, that of what I know, is that I didn't shoot Meg. I wasn't the person that he said I didn't shoot Meg. So when everybody is running rapping and saying Tory lied, YouTube, jump in the comments, Giants, YouTube Giants, my YouTube chat. Giants, tap in, jump in the comments and let me know, what did Tory lie about? I know what Megan lied about. I know what Kelsey lied about. What did Tory lie about? Because I hear everybody saying all of them lied. So tap in with me. Go for it, Instagram. Marcy, Onyx, tap in with me, ladies.
I don't understand what they're saying he lied about, Kills. I don't think he lied.
I don't know neither.
I don't understand.
I think Onyx, your phone is frozen because you just getting that spinning knob. You just getting that spinning knob, Onyx. Yeah, I don't know what he lied about. If he lied about anything. Hold on one second though.
And you're watching me, whether on YouTube and right now, shit, we might be at peak viewership. Let me see what we're cracking with right now.
You know, so I'm very interested in learning, what did Tory Lanez lie about? Let me see what's happening on this verdict side right here. Let me do this live with you guys right now. Let me see what's happening here. I'll come right here to it, right? See what's happening here. All right, cool. Still no verdict. Come in yet. About 4 minutes into the shit goes, into the court goes back on record. So let's see something here.
Charges. 1, possession of a concealed weapon in a vehicle. 2, discharging of a or gross negligent discharge of a weapon.
These are his charges.
I'm not saying it verbatim, but those are the charges. And then 3rd, aggravated assault with a semi-automatic weapon. The 3rd and the latter charge I mentioned is a charge that's directly related to shooting Meg Thee Stallion directly. Mm-hmm. The former, the one that says, discharging a weapon with gross negligence, means he shot. That means if he gets found guilty of that, the jury would have found that he shot the gun and he had disregard for human life or anyone else. But it doesn't say who he shot. Could have meant he shot in the air. Could have meant he just shot wildly. And obviously the last one means that when the gun was found, which was beneath his feet, where he was sitting in the car, even though initially Meg was sitting at that same position, but when they got pulled over, he was sitting there.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
If you came here to figure out who shot Meg Thee Stallion or who shot the bullet that hurt Meg Thee Stallion, I want to be very honest with you. This ain't the place to find it. Why do I say that?
Because this is a case
even if Tory did do it,
right?
Even if Kelsey did do it, or if there was any other combination, right, the verdict you're going to hear will not be who did it and who not. It's going to be, did the district attorney make a good enough case, and did the defense not feel that case enough to gain a not guilty verdict?
So we having a conversation, Giants, and we want to know, tap in with us in the comment section. Who do you think would be found? I got a poll going. Who do you agree with, Meg or Tory? Do you think Tory will be found innocent? Do you think Meg will be found justice will be served today? And tap in with us. I'm very interested to know, Bambi, what you got. Clubhouse, tap in with us. What you got?
I
Pull
think
up.
overall justice will be served, and I think that's the important part. Even if it is a mistrial, at least we know that our tax dollars are going to work, whether it's perfect or not. And we have to take into account that these people were okay with how the situation ended. Thank God no one was killed.
Yeah.
No one was seriously hurt. Thank God, you know? And I feel like people would rather the Los Angeles police spend this time and energy and money on other crimes.
Sure. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that wholeheartedly. What up, Angel? Pull up, Angel. So here's the thing, right?
It'd be great if basically what we believe,
See what's happening.
The consensus here is what would be the consensus in court. However, we weren't in court. And by the way, here's the thing.
Angel, do you think Tory Lanez will be found guilty?
Me?
No.
I
honestly don't.
You don't. Tell me more. Why don't you think Tory did it?
You know, I'm not going to say I don't think he did it. I think this case has been too public for them to get anything fair. Like anything, it's just been too. This is so publicized. Like this is almost as what was the other trial with the pirate dude? Like this is almost as big as
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying for me, it's just too much publicity. Too much publicity. I don't think anyone's gonna get a fair shake. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Tory ain't do that shit, man. I'm saying it. I'm calling it from now. Tory ain't do it. I'm saying Tory ain't do it. All right, Bambi. Tory ain't do it. That's what I'm rolling with. That's the side of the fence I'm falling on. That's the side of the fence I'm falling on.
What about justice for Tory? What about justice for Tory?
Hello. Wake that up. Wake that up. What about justice for Tory? We gonna see. Oh, court is back in adjourned, so court is back on record. So let's see what's happening.
And I am ready to accept the word of this jury to be what the verdict is, whether it's all three counts saying he's guilty, all three counts saying he's innocent, whether it's a mixed bag. Hey, he has options to appeal. Obviously, he's going to threaten his immigration status, but you have to understand, and this is my whole thing with this whole thing. I don't want people to feel like this is a divide between men and women. This isn't the case to be like, oh, men won or women won. This is a singular, isolated issue between Meg and Tory. You wasn't fucking both of them chicks, and you wasn't getting fucked by that nigga. So let them do it.
Yeah, I think I'm what you have to say. Definitely.
It's about
you know what
them.
I'm saying?
Everybody was lying a little bit. They were all drinking. That ain't.
Yeah, I don't. It's giving, and I hate as a woman, as a feminist. It's just giving off. I don't know.
It's giving what?
It's giving like a bad breakup
vibe. It is. Let's see what they talking about though. Let's
come down.
Oh man!
Very shortly. I'm gonna go towards it. I'm gonna lean towards.
What up, Trills? Pull up, Trills.
County.
Trills, don't be sitting down there acting like you the. You understand me? Pull up, Trills. You know the vibe. I think Trills going with Mag, so Trills trying to duck the smoke. But I want to see because I mean, goddamn it, let's see how this shit go. Trills, what up, Queen?
There's some other people we have leaned on as well. Keep in mind, if the verdict was not found,
Tory shot that poor girl.
Pushed till Tuesday.
Yeah.
What up, Trills?
I do it.
Okay.
Man,
So,
no, the fuck he did.
They said, and we can read.
Talk about it, see? Talk about it,
People
see?
gotta protect black women.
Daystar
Y'all
Peterson
supposed to
have
be
notified
protecting
the
black women.
It's cool.
This ain't about
Give it 10
protecting
more
black.
minutes.
All right, you know what? Talk about it. See, I'm gonna let the Giants tap in and talk about it.
That they haven't.
Hey, give it 10 more minutes, man. We gonna know.
We gonna know.
15 p.m. 3:15
He is choking somebody in his photo, so I don't expect much.
Pacific time.
No, man.
Yeah, I'm crying.
2 minutes ago.
That's Shaquille fucking out Kevin Hart, man.
So,
Just some funny shit. Don't worry about it.
we're gonna hear certain type of, what we're not gonna hear now because we're not in court. But the judge is gonna read a bunch of instructions. They're gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say. I think that
a bunch of questions.
Megan learned her lesson as far as her fake ass being a strong black woman rhetoric. That shit is played out. Stop doing that. it'll get you killed or shot.
So wait, let me ask you something, Trills, right? If Tory is found innocent, does this vindicate his name?
No. Once you say something about somebody, cause think about it. Somebody could be a.
So wait, help me make sense out of it though, Trills, right? Because I get it, right? If he's found guilty, then he did it. But if he's found innocent, he didn't do it. Like, how, so I'm confused on that part.
That's not what you said. That's not what you
All
said.
right.
Yo, you need the alley-oop. You want the support, Trill? I got you, boo.
Hold on.
Hey,
hold on. What did I say, Trills?
If I don't know, the replays are on because I don't feel good. But anyway, you didn't say what you just said right then.
All right, so let me rephrase the question then.
If he's found not guilty, that means he did not do it, and that is not true.
Right.
So
okay.
so hold on. All right.
True.
So let me ask the question over because maybe I said it the wrong way. If Tory is found guilty, if he's found guilty, is justice served? If he's found innocent, is justice served?
So the thing is this, Broadway.
Hold on, Bougie. Let me just get that from Trills because that was the original question to Trills. I'm sorry, Bougie. That's the question I want to ask you, and then you can answer it, Bougie.
Once someone says something, it's just over for it. If I say something about C, then everybody's gonna believe it whether it's true or not. So it's too late. The damage is done. Somebody was shot. Somebody had a gun. I don't really know what the conversation is. Go ahead, Bougie.
I was going to say, just because he's determined to be not guilty, that does not necessarily mean that he did not do it. It really means that the state. Listen, you asked the question.
Sure,
I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the answer.
Absolutely.
That means that the state failed to meet the burden of proof, the legal requirements to prove he didn't. He didn't. That does not mean that he did not shoot her. It means that the state failed to make their case.
So what happens on the reverse?
I was about to finish.
Okay.
Things can happen. People get hurt all the time. The whole point of taking something, when the state takes something to court, it says that they believe there's the presumption that they can prove that this actually happened, and a person needs to be
held accountable,
criminally held accountable.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. No.
That just means that it doesn't negate that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It means that the state failed to prove that it happened.
All right.
Those
are
not the same thing.
All right. So listen, right? We understand that, right? All I'm saying is if Tory for whatever the reasons is, dress it up, be all technical as you want, but we have a legal system, right? We have a legal system. So that means that it's the prosecution's job to put on the best and paint the best picture to say Tory did that shit. You got witnesses, you got people that was there, you got all these other colorful things you had a whole witness, Kelsey, that went on the stand that the prosecution called, Meg's team called and said that, yo, this is our witness to say and dress up what we want them to dress up as. Kelsey went up there 360, right? This is our system though. We have to trust and believe this system. So it's so convenient to me. What up, though, Cass? Pull up. I'm bringing you guys up. It's so convenient to me that regardless if Tory is convicted, right, and they say he did it, then he did it. Legally, he did it. But if he's convicted, if he's not, let me finish. Let me finish, because you're very long-winded. If he didn't do it, anyway, tap in with me. Let me get it from somebody else. Marcy, tap in with me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what they talking about over here. Give me 1 second over here because I'm trying to keep you guys up to date as this thing happens, as this thing is going on. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to make sure I got you. Let me see what's happening here.
she has an immunity deal.
And thank you, Bougie, for explaining that, because we needed that in here. They were in here like free Tory and justice for Tory.
Hold on.
Granted, the DA did say on the record they would not charge her.
Anytime, true. Anytime, sis.
Absolutely wrong. Even if Tory gets found innocent, for them to go back and try to charge Kelsey, so I think it's a deaded case. And even if it's a mistrial, I think that's just a whole deaded thing. It doesn't seem like it's a mistrial. We've heard a verdict has been reached. Okay? I'm going to keep refreshing these things as much as I can. Yeah.
Hold Meg accountable.
I'll keep refreshing as much as I can. But essentially, what we're seeing now is basically
I'm gonna pause that for a second. Tap in with me. Tap in with me. NBA. Welcome to the stage, King. I appreciate you being here, beloved. C, tap in with me, C. Tap in with me. How you feel, Marcy? How you feeling down there, Queen? I see you on Instagram. How you feeling, Queen? There's a lot of people that's saying that, you know, if Tory is found, I pose the same question to you, Marcy. If Tory is found guilty, did our legal system work? If he's found innocent, then our legal system work?
No. One question I'm going to ask right back. If Tory is found innocent or guilty, I want to know who's going to want to still hang out with Meg.
Wake that up.
Wake that up.
Wake that up. What up, collectors? I see you. What's happening with y'all?
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's happening, Golden? We here talking Meg, Tory. I'm playing some shit. Hold on one goddamn it.
The jury have to decide on these strict, and when I mean strict, and by the way, again, this is very late in the game, but I looked it up today, right? Number one, first and foremost, there's a few exhibits that they probably showed in court, right? So they seen the gun, this and third. They heard the audio from a ring camera, right, where there was gunshots being fired. Apparently, it was like pop, 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 pause, maybe like a few seconds, and pop, pop. So it shows that it wasn't consistent pulling of the trigger. Tory's attorneys have argued, no, that means there was a struggle. Tory was trying to wrestle the gun from Kelsey, who was trying to shoot Meg. There's a lot of things to kind of get to when it comes to that. If you're wondering, the particular gun looks mostly like this. You know, obviously this is Negro and just like fucking just random fan, like, commentary. They're like, well, that don't look like a gun that a man would be carrying, but I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's no gun.
And just to be clear, I want justice served. I could take it on either side. Pause. That sounds crazy, Broadway. If Tory is found guilty, then the legal system, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not throwing no stones and hiding my hand. If Tory did, I don't think he did it. I personally don't think he did it. By listening and watching how everything played out, I don't think he did it. But if it comes out that he did it, I can accept that. I can personally accept that. If it comes out that, what up though, Lindell? My man up. Y'all know what's happening. If it comes out that he didn't do it, I can accept that too. I'm not throwing I'm not throwing the stone and hiding my hand like a lot of people seem to be, i.e. Bougie, Trillion, and others alike. I feel like if he did that shit, then he did that shit. Then you gotta trust in the legal system, right? I don't all the time. But, that's something else.
Which means it's clear.
Collectors, you with us, King?
I'm right here with you, King.
I mean, tap in. How you feel, man? Can you accept the no like you can accept the yes?
But of course. If he's responsible for actually, for the shot that caused the fragment in her foot, that means that means Tory's responsible. If he's not responsible, then that means that's somebody else.
But
it's sad to say he's already been crucified, man. And it's sad to say, watch. Remember I said this. They not gonna double back and say, my bad, Tory.
No way.
That was our fault, Tory. Let's get Tory back in rotation. That's not happening, bro. You know why? Because you know how they always say the black woman is not protected? Shit is vice versa, God. Shit is vice versa. You know why? Because we're not protecting each other.
Wake
By
that up.
prime example of this situation that's taking place.
Wake it up.
We can't hold nobody responsible for not protecting us but us.
Wake that up. Golden, how you feel, Goldie? Am I saying it right? Oh, that's Cass. What's happening, Cass?
What's up, guys? I'm in the hair salon, so
it's so
me
right.
and my beautician was just discussing it. She just was talking about it, but she had some words she wanted to say to you guys.
I feel the same way. I feel like she needs to be held accountable. You know, the same way everybody ran with the narrative that black women aren't protected. Our black men need to be protected as such. You know, the same way.
Wake that
like,
up.
They really need to come and say that, like, yo, Tory, we did you fucked up. We did you wrong. Like, say that shit. Stand on that shit. The same way they was making everybody stand on that shit when it came to her. Niggas gotta come back up and stand on that shit.
What we talking about? I want to see this verdict. It's been 15 minutes. Court's been back on record. Let's see what they talking about, goddammit. Let me refresh this screen. I done opened up a whole new window over here. Y'all see me? I want to see which way this shit go. I want to see which way it go. I'm not going to hold you guys. YouTube, Giants, tap in with us. I want to see it in the comment section. What my guy said right here, he said like Meg won't be canceled or blackballed from the industry.
They just released it. They saying that Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all charges.
Oh shit.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow. The legal listen, people, the legal system has never been in our favor. So let's not.
Wow.
You know how this go down, but it didn't scientifically make sense. It didn't make sense at no point in time that he's guilty of all charges. I'm arrest my bill right there. If he's guilty of all charges, the judicial system is not protecting us either.
Hold on. Real quick. Check it out. Live on Broadway podcast. Oh shit. Hold on.
Intoxicated, and so was Kelsey. It's very sad.
Watch your mouth.
So,
hold on. That's Broadway. Hold on. One mic on Broadway.
Somebody said, Akio, you are late. Let me see. Am I missing something? I say go to TMZ. Oh, she not here. Hold on. Oh, my God. Somebody said go to No Jumper. I'm hesitant to do that.
Go to the shade room.
Hold on.
Oh, shit. No Jumper is reporting Tory Lanez has been found guilty on all 3 counts. Wow.
Gotta accept that. Don't throw your hands behind
We're going to make sure other sources have confirmed the same because they reported something before that was whatever. Let's see what James Quealy says.
Wow.
By the way, I did say before, if Tory Lanez is found guilty of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, he would get found guilty of all 3. It was either he's going to beat it all 3-0 or he was going to go down all 3. Because based on how these charges were set up, you're either going to believe one narrative or the other. And, yeah. So if you believe the narrative that he shot Meg, you're going to probably agree with the fact that he had possession of the weapon, of a concealed weapon in a vehicle. That's one of the charges. Then he also grossly, he was negligent in discharging that weapon as well. So it is what it is. Let me see. I'm trying to get other people to co-sign it.
Hold on, let me see something too.
I'm trying to get other people. Right now, only No Jumper, I'm seeing it. I'm only seeing No Jumper say it.
Where did you see it at, Cass?
The shade room.
Oh, here we go. A jury has convicted Tory Lanez of all 3 charges for the 2020 shooting of Meg Thee Stallion. A crazy and downright scary scene in the courtroom as his father and stepmother screamed about wicked injustice. Tory Lanez's father stood up and guessed and screamed, "This is a wicked system." He screamed at the prosecutors that they're evil and they know exactly what they did here. His stepmother stood up, screaming and yelling. Father was yelling about Rock Nation. Hey, chat, let me tell you this. By the way, this is very unexpected for me. I will tell you though, at the beginning of this trial, at the beginning of when this all started, I've always just said we should wait until a verdict was actually presented. And just like I told you, obviously I don't know the outcome. I did know the outcome. Whether it was him being innocent or him being found guilty, of course he's going to probably appeal. This is an outcome that we all have to accept.
Yep.
This is an outcome we all got to accept. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Right?
I do respect the judicial system. So,
oh my God,
it is what it is, right?
To be the person who said, "Listen,
it is what it is."
jurors who are in court."
I agree. See,
information supposedly that was presented in court.
I'm not really mad at it. I mean,
for whatever reason, they have
due process
concluded.
They side versus they side. The other side won.
The
jury decided that he did it.
That, this is an opinion we got to respect. Not an opinion, but this is
got bad lawyers.
Respect. Let me just see other people who are going to probably echo the same thing. It looks like that's what it is. Let me see. We're going to probably see it very shortly.
This lawyer sold out.
He should have it.
I know he had a glove to try on like OJ boy.
Found guilty of shooting Meg Thee Stallion and facing likely deportation. Tory Lanez is guilty of shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. In 2020, a jury has decided. The verdict came in Friday, just before the holidays, where a group of LA jurors found the Canadian rapper guilty of charges against him. Felony, negligent discharge.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought after the eyewitness testimony that the dude seen it from his window, I thought that was it.
Registered firearm. After the verdict was read, several of his family members shouted, calling the jurors evil.
Hey man, he is Canadian, yo.
Entering the court before the verdict was read, telling cameras the spirits were high. Tory now faces more than 22 years in prison, which will be determined during a sentencing at a later date. Sources connected to the case tells us Tory lawyers were in touch with immigration officials before the guilty verdict, and we're told that they're being informed that there's a strong likelihood he will be forced to leave the country. This marks the conclusion of a wild 2 weeks in court, which saw a handful of witnesses take the stand to recount what they have saw or what they say happened on that fateful night. Meg herself obviously testified, squarely pointing the finger at Tory as a sole shooter. Oh, as a shooter. She says she saw Tory with a gun, explaining she remembers him firing at her from a Cadillac Escalade, and claims he shouted, "Dance, bitch, dance." Meg Thee Stallion also testified Tory offered her $1 million to keep quiet. By the way, they didn't bring him up on bribery charges, but that was a testimony, or that was the allegation. Meg was called out by the defense for several. My bad. For several items.
YouTube chat, jump in the comments. I want to see how you guys feel. Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast.
It's my relationship with Tory, and that.
So what happened to reasonable doubt?
About how her feet had gotten injured. The defense also tried to target Meg.
All right, so the crazy part to it is, right, let's freeze frame on that for a second. The crazy part to it is what up, D? What's happening with you guys? So Giant, so here's the thing, right? Accept the no like you accept the yes. I asked Collective that very question, and he said, yes, I can. And I have to stand with him. See, I stand the same thing with you, King. You got, this is our system. You get what I'm saying? This is our system. I know the people want to hear about Tory, so let me play this.
Meg's ex-best friend, Kelsey, as a shooter, and the reason that she might have shot her was because of alleged creeping behind her back with guys like Ben Simmons and the baby and Tory himself, a revelation that apparently sparked a major argument among all three in the car. What happened in the car was a major source of contention during the trial. While Meg had one version of the events, Kelsey seemed to have a different story, albeit with a very spotty memory on the stand that created a stop-and-go recount under oath. What she should have, what she did,
crazy, bro.
Definitively,
that's crazy.
What she did definitively testify on the stand. She wasn't the one that shot Meg, but she wasn't
Power
willing
of
to go
Hollywood
as far as
setup.
saying Tory did. But remember, prosecutors were eventually.
So tap in with me. How you guys feel? Tory found guilty on all charges by some real credible sources, people that standing there in the courtroom. Tap in with us. How you feel? D. We got C. We got the YouTube chat. Tap in. Instagram. What to do? I know some of you guys have been following the case close like I have. That's not just casual listeners and just, listening to the listening to the hearsay here, hearsay there. We've been following the case from the beginning, and I'm very interested to learn how you guys feel about it. Tap in with me. Clubhouse, what it do? Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Let me go to you. Let me go to Instagram first. Tap in with me, Instagram. How you guys feel? Starting with you, Marcy.
This is a whole Hollywood setup, man. There it goes to show you how much power they have, and no cameras allowed. I don't know what attorneys he had, but I'm flabbergasted. I mean, it's just ridiculous that, all the proof was there. They set him up, and I could see that.
So let me play devil's advocate.
Sad.
Let me play devil's advocate and ask you the tough question. And I'm gonna ask another question later, but why do you say he was set up? Maybe his defense team just didn't put on as best of a job as they thought. I thought they put on an amazing job. So I stand with you. But just playing devil's advocate, why do you feel it like, why aren't you able to accept? Okay.
You gotta be a complete moron as an attorney to have not won this case or have it at least thrown out. With all the evidence, especially with the independent Sean Kelly with the eyewitness. Just with that.
You see
right there.
The thing with that just, and I agree with you. I accept the no like I accept the yes, right? He's guilty. But the thing that don't sit right with me is the eyewitness says the shots went off by her. A few shots. Right. Pop, pop, pop. And then a few moments later, pop, pop. But anyway, tap in with me. Collectors, what you got for me, King?
Everything is deeper than rap. That's what I always say. Everything is deeper than rap.
We did say that.
Look how many people are sitting in the United States prisons that are absolutely, positively innocent. Once again, this is what they do to us. That's why when you asked that question before about accountability, Tory's not supposed to put himself in their hands. That's the biggest, most organized, most powerful, and most corrupt gang on the face of the planet Earth. This is not an opinion. This is documentedly, factually proved.
Absolutely.
From them bombing out cities, from them coming over here and spreading disease through nations. I accept that he's been found guilty because that's what
they showed us.
He was being tried in the court.
Sure.
But what I won't accept is that as the truth and that as a fair outcome in this situation.
Sure.
Because just like Mary just said, anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears can tell what took place there. Yeah. But you got to understand that just because you get money, just because you get fame, and just because they want to make money with you, it's a difference between good and it's a difference between bad. And that shit ain't got no color. That shit got an agenda.
The crazy part, the craziest part to it all is that when you look at it, he's found, like, this is 22 years. That's the max. 22 years is the max. He's found guilty on all charges. So that means, forget what the witness said. Forget what in my opinion, it's only going off of what Meg said. Somebody that was there but intoxicated.
And it's sad to say, though, I don't mean to cut you off, Way. It's sad to say, and I don't mean to speak ill on nobody's brand.
Sure.
But you know who she running with.
Sure.
They holding way more weight than whoever Tory running with in the States.
Sure.
They're holding way more weight in them courtrooms because it's been exposed that since that company has been built, there is a couple of people over there that have strong legal ties.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's being backed by some strong people, but again, agendas is foul, man. Like, now you're gonna have people looking at this man like he was actually proven guilty. He was chosen guilty, not proven.
Tap in with us, Cass, and your beautician, your hairstylist. I want to get it from both of you, Cass. Tap in with us, Queen. How you feel? Guilty on all charges, Queen.
Yeah, legally, bad verdict.
Is it a bad? Hold on, Queen. Is it a bad verdict because it wasn't what you wanted to hear, or is it a bad verdict because of the evidence that was presented?
Correct. So if the facts is presented in front of you, you have to respect the facts. You can't respect what your mind is paint the picture to be. If somebody get on thinking that they shot the person and they did it, how are you convicting somebody else of it?
He was always set up to lose, like what old boy said, like not to speak against anybody's,
opinion,
team or
yeah.
But he was set up to fail. He was like, he never stood a chance. She has a machine behind her.
They saying on YouTube, shout out to Face. Face said the prosecutors' witnesses were inconsistent. They basically told on themselves. The only thing Tory is guilty of is entertaining two unstable women. It was a setup from the beginning.
So basically, they used him as a pawn. Basically, what they did was use him as an example for other rappers.
Very much chosen to be guilty. Yo, the part that don't sit well in my stomach is that and this isn't part of like public opinion, right? This is just Shirley going off of the facts, right? Shirley going off of what happened in the court and what was coming out, the day by day, the play by play. Is that this is the system that we gotta rely on. You understand what I'm saying? This is the system that we gotta trust in and that we gotta believe in. You get me? I accept it. Like, it is what it is. Like, accountability, waking it back up to what Collectors and I said previous podcast. Accountability. And Tory shouldn't have put himself in that situation at all. Period. You understand me? But what is he guilty for? 22 years shooting Meg Thee Stallion? The facts, the evidence that was stacked up, I just don't see the math mathing. He's gonna appeal it, but you guys know how this works. Just like if it was on the reverse into it. If Meg had lost and Tory had won, and she goes to appeal it, we all gonna say, but he already won initially. So he appeals it and then he wins. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. And this is just being 100. This is the court system, the legal system, and it just is what it is. But going back to what we spoke about earlier before I throw it to Clubhouse, the Clubhouse, what's happening with you? See what's happening with it, man. See, you buy your mic, Lindell. You buy your mic, Trills. You buy your mic.
I'm about my mic, man. Listen, he's from Canada. That's it. Y'all got to read between the lines. I understand that. He's from Canada. Y'all keep thinking he's American, but he's from Canada. He was making an example out of just on that sheer factor, guys. And nobody wants to see that lens. but it's a connection there that the U.S. judicial system and that machine behind Megan played on that. And I think nobody catches on that he won't go receive a fair trial because he ain't really one of us, but we want him to be.
This is why
and they can play on that.
The collector said on YouTube, on Instagram, he said, this is why you got to get your queen and stay out the way. No thought. Percocets ways when you're a grown man, and if you stop, and if so, keep them in a safe space.
Let me ask you a question. Is there something needed from the Canadians?
That's you, Lindell.
Open up your minds. Is there something needed from the Canadians that the United States can't get at this moment? That they need to make a exchange or something.
An example out of. You heard that, Lindell?
Yeah.
No, she right. They beef a lot of times, especially over this marijuana shit. It's big shit going on with Canada over the marijuana right now.
It's bigger than them.
So hold on.
Bigger than them.
Hold on. Let's let Lindell answer the question. So she pretty much asked you, Lindell, is like, let's expand our mind. What up though, Benny? Let's expand our mind. Is there something bigger going on between Canada and the US that they would need to make Tory an example of? That's what she's asking you, Lindell.
No.
Yeah.
Not even an example for change.
For an exchange? Okay.
But think if you, so you got to know that now if, all right, man, this is wild even to say this shit, but there is some beef between us that like they won't fall in line sometimes, and so you use the Tory Lanez to kind of be what any like quote unquote Brittany Griner was. Right, so we can use Tory Lanez just like that in the political round. So why aren't you gonna see something that comes out of all of this, even though it's entertainment? He still is a gross domestic product for Canada. Him and Drake are those two people, and I believe that there's something bigger that's going to come out of this that says, "Hey, we won't put his ass in jail, or some deal will be struck, and he won't go to jail for something that we want from them."
I totally agree with that, brother. I believe his ass is going to jail and some shit get cut back doors.
So you think something going? So y'all think he's going to jail, or y'all think he's not gonna go to jail? Some shit going to come out that's gonna reverse this whole shit. I don't know. I'm asking because this is past my jurisdiction.
He might get. I think it's a 50-50 chance, in my opinion. He might get the appeal, and he might beat the case. It's a 50-50 chance because you got God and the devil. You see what I'm saying? Sure. But right now, if you leave it up to these devils, he's coming to America and he's going to jail.
If he was in the court right now, he'd be getting handcuffed and getting booked right now.
But
question
my thing
is he
and he was
the border? Is he even going to cross the border to come
and come back? So here's my thing.
He might not even come back.
How do you find him guilty on all of the charges? That you understand what I'm saying? Like there was a part of me that was like, nah, he gonna beat all them shits. He gonna beat all the charges. But there's another part that's like, well, what happens if they convict him on one charge? But they convicted him on all of the charges.
They don't want us with no role models. They don't want us with no role models.
Hold on, freeze frame on what he said. He said they don't want us with no role models. Powerful shit. Powerful shit. What you said, Lindell? Tap in, King. You with me, Lindell? You with me, King? All right, Lindell probably can't hear me. Marcy. This is crazy. I mean, it is what it is. YouTube, tap in. I see face. Very much so. Very much chosen to be guilty. I'm reading through these comments. They oh man.
September, and in that recording, she said that Tory shot Meg. That might have been the icing on the cake right there. It's probably that interview, I'm gonna be honest. Other witnesses took the stand, but none of them were as consequential as Meg and Kelsey, including the guy who supposedly saw the two women fighting from his balcony. Ultimately, he was not definitive about who he saw fire the gun. Physical evidence in the case wasn't that strong. There was gun residue found on both Kelsey and Tory, and inconclusive DNA on the gun itself. Tory never took the stand, and neither did the driver that night. Jaquan Smith, aside from the cops and a witness to Kylie Jenner's party, that's EJ, that preceded all this, it really boiled down to Kelsey and Meg. In the end, the jury obviously sided with the prosecutor. As for the court of public opinion, the jury's still very much out.
I'm going to tell you how it is. Fucking Kim Kardashian is going to take his case and wake it all the way up. Hello?
Allegiances will change. A long and twisted journey. Finally fucking over. People.
It's crazy.
I keep telling you.
That's crazy.
I told you my intent.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Wow. My intent is to accept the verdict that was given. Gotta accept it. You get what I mean? Did I think there was going to be a different? Did I think it was going to be a different outcome? Yes. Definitely thought it was going to be a different outcome. You get what I mean? But if you ask me why this verdict is here, clearly the jury took into account what Meg said and her being the victim. And even though you or me might say, well, she lied before. Right. Oh, she lied before about this, that, and third. The jury found her credible enough to say, we're going to side with her. Kelsey's, her testimony was all over the place. If they use her testimony, they probably didn't use what she said in court. They used what she said in September to the prosecutors. Hold on.
Wow, look, they said guilty on all accounts. Hold on 1 second. They said guilty. They said guilty on all accounts. I never seen or felt anything as intense as the courtroom after the reading of the verdict or the aftermath. This was the greatest miscarriage of the justice system in our community / hip hop has ever seen. They said Megan Kuffner, lady of what she said? From not Rolling Stone. Forget where this young lady reports from. But she said one woman turned around and looked at the reporter sitting behind her, including me, and said, Jay-Z is a bitch. Report that. Jay-Z is a bitch. Wow. Powerful shit.
Tory's going to be remanded immediately.
Wow.
He was out on bail, and he was let off house arrest.
Taking him straight in.
For the sake of the case, that he could have a good chance to sit with his attorneys and do what he got to do to get his defense in, you know what I mean, to prepare for this case. He was always on some type of bond, and I believe he should be remanded immediately. And after him being remanded, they're going to go towards sentencing. Unfortunately, he's going to spend, I believe, unless something else happens. I don't know if his lawyer could fucking convince the judge to, hey, listen, just put him on house arrest till sentencing. But I could imagine they would be like, hey, let's remand him now. Right?
Oh, I want to say something about that.
Go for it.
I'm sorry, guys.
Go for it.
If the judge also, let's say that the judge is being fair, okay, and they said 22 years, the judge herself, regardless of what was said, if he's guilty, regardless of that, the judge can reduce his sentence. That's the only thing.
The judge, to piggyback on the back of that, Marcy, the judge can actually be like, I overturn all that shit. Like, nah, I don't think he did it. The judge can do that. I don't think that will happen, but the judge can do that.
She can.
Because the evidence was inconclusive. Like, it didn't make sense. So he might do it. He might look further into it and say, what was these people thinking? Or actually, how long has this case been going on? Because the thing is, a lot of times jurors make decisions so they could get the hell out of there.
Well, they've been deliberating since yesterday. The case been going on, 2020, July, since everything actually happened. July 2020, So about 2.5 years.
Yeah, so they probably wanted to go home. It's about to be Christmas, New Year's. They can't leave until they make the decision. And if you got two people that is like, no, he's not guilty. Like, they gonna be like, come on, we want to go home. Like, because I'm telling you, if the girl sat there and said she did it, why are they charging him again?
So here's the thing, right? Shout out to the YouTube comments coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please and thank you. Bloodbath said, free Tory, that's crazy. He also said he's gonna come back on a pill. JT said, women always gonna win. That's crazy. Bloodbath replies to JT and say, facts, Tory parents yell, damn Rock Nation. Wow. This is crazy, Marcy.
Other labels have gone down. I don't see why theirs can't.
Say it again.
Bigger labels. Other labels have gone down, so I don't see why theirs won't. Especially after this. I mean, it's clear as water to me and you and everybody else. They want to believe otherwise. That's their choice, but it's very clear to all of us that they're putting an innocent man in jail.
Hey yo,
can I
go for it, King?
Can I chime in? Now what she was saying, I don't think Rock Nation is gonna crumble. That is a very strong entity of entertainment because they need us to, like, when I say they need us, they need the black people to consume. So places like Rock Nation, places like Cash Money, you know, those places are places that are they're vias, they're hubs to us. So I don't think that they're gonna go down. Now, what I will say is that it's clear that now that this has happened, what is their, like, it might tarnish the image of their company, but as far as them being able to be pushed out the way because of this, nah, that's not gonna happen. And they were protecting. And if we go into the business side of things, as a business, they made a business move because it would have been
they're gonna protect their investment, right?
Right. It would have been very detrimental way if it turned out another way and she had to be walking around here. That's not good for their investment. If it would have went Tory's way, that would have been horrible for their investment. Horrible for them Pepsi commercials. Horrible for them stadium sellouts. It would have got tricky. They were put in a tough space.
Tory's independent. She got a whole machine behind her. Tory has nobody behind him but his bag. That's it.
However, though,
no relationship.
I want to know how many of us is gonna go see Megan because I won't even put the channel if she comes up.
So here's the thing, right? I keep the same energy, right? And I'm not happy with the verdict. I'm not at all. I'm not. I'm zero amount. It just feels weird in my gut. I don't even feel right even being on the live with y'all right now. But we gonna thug it through. I always say I come into artists. I like to get to know them for their music, right? I fuck with Tory music. I don't really fuck with Megan music. But if I did fuck with Megan music, I wouldn't stop listening to Megan music. I don't listen to Megan music. My lady probably listen to Megan music. But we're going to be easy on that for a little while. Fuck out of here. We not listening to Megan. Fuck out of here. I'm campaigning against Megan. Fuck out of here. What's happening, Miss Henny? Ab, what up, though? So here's the thing, right? When it comes to my gut don't even feel, this shit feels weird even being up here with you guys and watching this whole shit come out. Tory found guilty on all charges? Wow. But 10 toes down. I believe in what I stand in. The justice system is what the justice system is. I'm not going to throw the stone and hide my hand. They say he did that shit. He did that. According to the eyes of the law, he did that shit. Do I feel like they presented the best case, Tory? Yes. I feel like Tory Lanez people did the best thing they could have done. You understand me? But my more prevalent point was, I come into artists, I like to get to know the artist. I like to get to know the music. I meet you, however I meet you, that's what I greet you as. As far as Tory, I like Tory Lanez as an artist. I'm going to listen to his music. I don't really listen to Meg's music as it is. My girl's not allowed. Easy on the loud, Broadway. Just for the shits, I'm potting, guys. I'm potting. Don't take me too serious, because y'all niggas be bugging sometimes. My girl's not allowed to listen to Megan music. Babe, if you somewhere in one of these comments, you're not allowed to listen to Megan Thee Stallion's music. I said it. What up, though, Ab? What's happening, Miss Henny? Tap in with us, man. Tory Lanez found guilty on all charges.
Mm-hmm.
How you guys feel as a response, as a result of that?
How I feel about it, honestly, I feel like it's a lose-lose.
Hold on. We on Miss Henny right now. Give me 1 second. Go for it, Miss Henny.
Nah, honestly, this is how I honestly feel about it. When this first everything spewed about, I didn't have an opinion on it on both sides. I didn't have an opinion on it. I honestly feel like even after the verdict, I still feel like it's a lose-lose situation. I wasn't even happy how everything spewed apart, because at the end of the day, when this first happened, she didn't want to talk about it. People bashed her and talk about, you need to speak up. When she did speak up, folks was mad for her speaking up. Then I like the fact the way how, anytime Tory was defending himself on social media, it seemed like he got in trouble for, just speaking his mind, speaking his truth. But when Megan Thee Stallion did it, it was a problem. So I felt like it was just unfairness on both sides. But at the end of the day, despite how she acted as a person, she still did get shot. She still did. Despite how drunk she was, how you might say how she was acting, or she fucked this person. It was all before a party. So whether she lied or she didn't, I'm not saying I agree with her lying, but I'm saying at the end of the day, she still got shot.
Yes.
She still got shot. And I think the evidence, it was the fact that, Kelsey being unreliable and the text messages, I feel like that's what made that case, was her saying the things afterwards and showing that and things like that. But I feel bad for Tory also because of the fact that, damn, you have a child, you still young in your career, and all this shit happened over a drunk mishap. This is all it was. It was just a man and female. They fucked. At the end of the day, this is what happened. A drunk mishap, confusion, and damn, I just feel sad for both, honestly, because at the end of the day, both want to talk about her, both want to talk about him. So
on both sides. So hold on 1 second, real quick, right? Hold on, Ab. Hold on, Ab. So here's the thing, right? And this is what the collector said on Instagram, right? He said, but the person that shot you is not being held accountable. How does the person that, because if I'm there and I shoot, pop, 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 and I see you buckle, I know what I did. I'm trying to get out this shit, but I know what I did. And they're not being held accountable. Cool. It is what it is, though. Ab, what's up?
Yo, all I'm saying is this: black men, mind your business. Because if Tory would have stayed in the car, he wouldn't be in this situation. You feel me?
Say it again.
If Tory would have stayed in the car, he wouldn't be in this situation. Mind your business, black man. If you see a man beating up his girl, mind your business. If you see two girls fighting, mind your business. Mind your business. You see anybody getting it on, mind your business.
Mind your business.
If he didn't mind his business, if he didn't just stay in the car, if he would have stayed in the car, he wouldn't be in this situation he in. It's a fact that them two was fighting. It's a fact
that the
gun
shot.
was Kelsey's. It's a fact the gun was hers. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a fact the gun wasn't his because they didn't find enough DNA on it, and his DNA wasn't on the clip. So, from what we was told, we haven't seen the transcripts, but there's a number of bloggers that stated that, this was reported that, the DNA, what you call them experts said, hey, his DNA wasn't over the gun. It's a fact that, the hairstyle, the hairdresser said he's seen a gun in shorty bag. So it wasn't his gun. You know what I'm saying? So listen to me. If he would have stayed in that car, Megan probably be dead right now. So, sorry to say. You know what I mean? Because who knows if Kelsey was hitting for her or just hitting at her feet or what have you. But he should have stayed in the car, man. If he'd have stayed in the car and let them get it on, he wouldn't be in this situation. And damn, bro, mind your business, Brock, man. And you see people fighting. How much times you see dudes fighting, they girls and the black dudes stand up and everybody turn on the next guy? It should be like, damn, I'm trying to help you.
Listen,
mind your business.
Can I drop a quick one way?
I just want to say this one thing. I give it right to you, collectors. I like what Ab said. Black men, mind your business. You see a woman and a man get into some domestic shit, mind your business. Fuck all that how you was raised shit, because this shit could go either way. But go ahead, collectors.
You remember you were saying you got to be responsible for the company you keep?
Yes, sir.
That thing that happened between Meg and Kelsey was going to happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing but a matter of time.
Yeah.
That's
and
the
I
ball.
feel like I feel like Tory should have been wise enough to know that, especially after he just did the same, especially after he just got put in the same position that Ben Simmons and the baby got pinned. That was gonna happen regardless. That's why they was not supposed to be allowed in his space, his private space.
Yeah.
For it to happen on his time or on his watch.
Yeah.
You gotta be wise and be able to foresee this shit coming. Also, as far as the gun, I believe that gun was his. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that gun was his because the average female, unless she's a Remy Martin, like Cardi B probably don't even move around with a blick. She probably wasn't even moving around with blicks when she was in the street. That's not something girls do. So girls don't run around with guns.
So wait, let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me just ask you a question, collectors. So, all right. Yes, I
can answer why there's no DNA.
No, hold on. Not the DNA piece.
I can't agree with.
Just hold on, guys. Let me get the question out. Yes, I agree. Women don't typically move like that, right? But in this situation, Tory had his driver that was there with him. The ladies didn't have no driver. And as we understand by way of what EJ testified, EJ said that he saw something in Megan's bag, but he didn't pay no attention to it because he was just packing the bag. But Megan has been known to carry tasers, pepper spray, and other stuff like that in previous situations. And I'll just say this, right? I'll finish up and say this before I give it back to you. Just mute up whoever dog is barking. And the last thing I'll say is it's hard for me to believe that it's Tory's gun because Meg and Kelsey arrived together in tandem. Tory came 30 minutes after Megan called him. The party was going on. People was coming. People was leaving. Meg called him. He pulled up 30 minutes later. Me, when I'm moving around and I'm heavy, I got armed security with me. If you know me, you know me. You get what I'm saying? And they move and they militant like that. So I don't need to do nothing. I'm with security. He got it on him. And they armed, they licensed. I'm moving out the way. You get what I'm saying? And that's the way I think Tory was moving at night. But go ahead, Collectors. Tell me why you say that.
Tory not that type of rapper. You know, he got a whole clique of niggas that he run around with from New York, right?
Yes, I do know that.
And you know where they from, right?
I have heard that.
Hold on. You know where they from, right?
Brooklyn?
You know what they claim, right? He don't run. You know what they claim, right?
Copy.
All right, he's tied in. When he come to the States, that's who he running with. He's tied in.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
I got some.
Hold on. I'm not saying that. I could be wrong, but let me tell you what a thing that and he's a rapper also.
Mm-hmm.
This is what rappers do, especially rappers that came from a certain kind of environment like Tory Lanez. Okay. Even though they got armed security, they're gonna still keep certain niggas around, which they'll have no reason for being around because you got armed security.
Sure.
They're gonna still have firearms on them because there's no reason for that because you have armed security. But these niggas do that. They carry what we call throwaways. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's probably no DNA or nothing on that joint. Because if you got the throwaways, we keep shit we call throwaways. You know what that is, Way?
Yes, absolutely.
You grab it, you keep it with you, and we don't mind throwing that shit away when some shit happens. That's why it's a throwaway.
So let me just ask you this one question because I know a lot of people want to ask you questions too.
To add into that,
I got you. I'm gonna go to Ab next. Cass. I'm gonna come right back to you.
Just my personal opinion, not making it a fact.
Yeah. I get you. So my question is how does Tory know that there's a gun in the bag though? If it's all right. So
Correct.
hold on. If it's Tory's gun, right? How do Kelsey knows that or what? Because it wasn't Meg.
When you came on the scene, put that in your bag. This is what niggas do. Put that. Y'all rolling, right? Y'all want to drink, right? Y'all want to party, right? Y'all want to put that in your bag. And you know what they doing? They opening them bags up. I see this shit happen all the time, and especially with entertainers and these. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your bag. That's how niggas move in the city. You know that, Way.
I do.
You know that, bro. Put that in your bag. Hold that down.
Let's tap in with Ab. What you got, Ab?
I got a lot of pushback for that, right? Because we basing it off of what they said in the court, right?
Sure.
And we just gonna base it off of what they said in the court. Put it in your bag when we rolling together. They didn't arrive together. One. They didn't arrive together.
Right, but once you got there,
together.
Take that.
Wait. What they didn't arrive together and they didn't leave together. All right. So if they didn't arrive together and the beautician is saying he packed the bag and put it in the trunk. The beautician said the bag is in the trunk. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, the bag is in the front of the whip now.
Question: did the beautician see something, or did the beautician admit to saying I seen a gun?
The beautician said they felt like they seen something.
Right. So that's never confirmed. That's never like that. Yeah. That makes the beautician questionable.
Wait. Let me talk, bro. Let me just finish. I'll let you go off. You feel me? I ain't let you. You go. This is Broadway spot, but you dig what I'm saying? If the shorty pull up with you and y'all rolling here, my whole list.
Yeah.
One, where the hammer was at. Tory don't got no bags with him. You feel me? He got his swim trunks on him. That's not where he stashing his hammer.
The hammer would have been stashed in a car, not in a bag.
It would have been stashed in a car. It wouldn't be in the bag. It would be no need to give Shorty the gun. They didn't show up together and they didn't leave together. They left and spun back and picked them up.
Yes, that's what happened.
You feel me? They left, spun back, and picked them up.
Strong point. I just don't believe.
So now it's not like, yo, you in the hood and you got a shorty rolling with you and like, yo, ma, throw this in your purse. Nah, they pulled up with their bags and they left with their bags and went back and picked some up. I'm going to tell you off of speculation why shorty ain't want to say anything, right?
Who that? Kelsey?
Kelsey.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what happened now. Kelsey now, here, they arguing. Yeah, I'm over here talking about this shit. They arguing, and he probably said, yo, mom, yo, shut up. I'll shoot you, because she said that he threatened her. And then he said, but what did you say? And she said, I plead the fifth. I think Kelsey backed him down like, nigga, I'll shoot you. You feel me?
In front of his armed security?
Yeah, what
She
you
backed
mean by
him down in front of his, and got away with it?
Armed security, yeah. This is it. What do you mean that they
We're
had
just
the
at
in
this
front of the armed security?
At this point, this is our stories and our version. Yeah, this isn't a fact.
Is a driver. At this point, the armed security is the driver.
And that's exactly why I believe Tory had it on him. Right. You see how you just broke down his job?
Everybody's celebrities.
Right. You see how you just broke down his job? That's why I nigga will keep it on him.
Go ahead. Finish your narrative, Ab.
You gotta remember, at this point, all of them is celebrities. This ain't no he with some square. So the driver ain't getting involved. Like he ain't gonna yo, let me get at you.
You right
see
about
what I'm
that?
saying? He ain't gonna say, yo, let me get at you. These is
right about that.
Big money arguing together. So the driver driving, big money
that
arguing
said,
together.
I ain't got enough money to get between that shit.
That's a good bill. That's a good bill, brother.
All right.
Facts.
Now wait now. So now, Shorty, so I'm just saying, based off of what I'm hearing and how I know how shit go. Kelsey's a hood. That's some hood chicks, son. They ain't no regular chicks. You said Remy Ma. These chicks is from the bottom of Houston, Texas, bro. They are Remy Ma's, nigga. Megan Thee Stallion is Remy Ma, bro.
That is the Remy Ma of Houston.
Yeah, like you just now said they ain't no shorties like that. They go to my
knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why I'm listening to what you're
saying. They from a gun state, though, son. They from a gun state. These shorties, they don't play.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. We're gonna go to Cash, right? But right before I throw it to Cash, this is gonna probably warrant more commentary from Ab. But the question is they're in Houston. They got licenses to carry. Why is the gun unregistered if it's Meg's, and if it's Tory's, then that would probably mean that it's unregistered. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just gonna leave that there. It's not for no answer. Go ahead, Cass.
Nah, he said everything I was saying. Like he said exactly what I was gonna say to you.
Okay.
And that's why I like to listen, because what the brother said, he changed my mind.
Yeah, because if they didn't arrive together, I'm reiterating what he said. He not gonna randomly tell some chick to put his gun in the bag.
Sure.
Why would he do that? He in the car. You got spots in the car where you hiding it, and then they getting in his car. So they don't know where his gun is. They don't know if he carrying or not. So for her to for her to take his gun or whatever the case may be, that's not accurate. Like
I just welcome.
Let's not forget. That she got off the car.
Hold on 1 second, Marcy. What up, D. Lopez, Dej? I see you. Pull up YouTube. Hit that like button. Tell us how you guys are feeling. We having this conversation. Tory found guilty on all charges. Tory felt guilty. Do you guys believe justice was served? We having a conversation and we're being speculative to its fullest extent. So we invite you guys to join the conversation and do the same. Marcy, it's on you, Queen.
I didn't forget. I said, let's not forget that she got off. Remember, she said that she got off the car to get air because the two people were arguing in the back. She got out the car to get air for Megan said she got off the car. In her interview, she said she got off the car because the argument was getting heated in the back seat. She didn't get off the car for that. She's the one that got off the car to go in the back to get her bag. Because she knew they were fighting. So who was the only one that admitted that got off the car when that bag was in the back the whole time?
That's why I love my LOB. That's why I love my LOB people.
I appreciate the badges. I appreciate the badges.
Y'all brought that out for me.
1 second. I appreciate the badges. Tap in with me. I appreciate you, collectors. Thank you, my brother. Tap in with me.
I had to cash out to that bill. They put me on. I'm getting more. I like that.
More info.
I'm gonna tell you this too, bro. I'm gonna tell you what fucked Tory up. Tory being a street dude, Tory should have took that stand. Tory should have took the stand
Yep.
and said, because
Yep.
to this day, the only thing we know Tory said is, I didn't do it.
Yep.
Tory, we still have not heard
You don't want to
Tory's
snitch.
story.
Exactly what homegirl just said.
He
He don't
want
want to snitch. He don't want to snitch.
Exactly.
That's what it's quote unquote,
So
right? Quote unquote. Quote unquote.
Him thinking, yo, I got enough reasonable doubt, not realizing you still dealing with a jury that you guilty, bro.
But see,
American jury.
Now,
That's
now,
right.
now, here's the thing. Hold on, really quickly, guys. Hold on, guys.
Wait, let me just say this. Let me just say this, and then, you know what I mean? If Tory take the stand and say, yo, bang, 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 everybody, yo, Tory snitch. But that's how you get yourself out of the situation. Go tell the truth.
So wait. So here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Hold on. Hold on. Here's the thing, right? I think that no matter how this played out, we would have been saying that, right? I think that if Tory took the stand and he's found guilty, we come back and we say, you know where Tory messed up? He already had it. He didn't need to take the stand, right? I think if Tory doesn't take the stand and the verdict comes out as guilty, I think we say Tory should have took the stand. I think that, hold on. I think that Tory is not only making the decision to not take the stand by way of himself. I think that's coming with his legal team and saying, listen, what do you want to do? We don't think you should take the stand, but if you do want to take it, we are okay with you taking it. It's up to you. And Tory says, hold on. Let me land this point. Why don't you think we should take? Why don't you think I should take the stand? Tory, the legal team says, exhibit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. Tory comes back and say, I'm not taking the stand. Personally speaking, I don't think Tory should have took the stand. I think that there was enough reasonable doubt, enough things to question, and enough holes poked in the prosecution's theory that the defense did. I think they did that very well. I don't think the issue lies on Tory not taking the stand. I think the issue lies inside of the witness not being clear on what it is that he saw and Kelsey not saying more. That's what I think. Broadway the Giant. Go ahead, Ab.
All right, the Giant. Listen to me. You right. The defense definitely poked enough holes in the case for there to be reasonable doubt. You definitely right. But I'm telling you this. If he takes the stand and finally say Tory peace, it opens the door. It opens
I agree with that.
All right, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he should have took the stand, right? The prosecutor said, yo, this is a clear-cut Tory shot Megan, told her dance bitch. Defense said, no, Kesley shot Megan and it wasn't Tory. This whole trial, we still don't see, the defense still doesn't put this on Kelsey. They don't put it on Kelsey. What happened? Who was fighting? The only thing, two women were fighting. We still can't put it on Kelsey.
So here's the thing with
There's
that. Ab.
Nobody.
So here's the thing with that, right? And we're gonna share. Welcome, Toya. Peace, Rel. What up, though? Got Rel in here, Toya. So here's the thing, right? So on top of that, what ends up happening is this: Tory takes that stand, and they open up Pandora's box with Tory taking that stand. They start talking about his other charges. They start talking about this. They start talking about that. And Tory stands up there. He gives his statement and he says, I didn't shoot Meg. Kelsey shot her. Right? He gets on the stand and he says, I didn't shoot Meg. Kelsey did.
All right. What
I'm saying is when the verdict comes back, no matter how you slice it, we all know the saying, right? If was a spliff, we all be high. We don't know.
But that's what they want him to do. That's why as guilty. They want him to tell because she had immunity. So y'all gave her immunity. If he say that, they can't convict her.
No, but see, hold on one second. And I give you back the mic, Cass. She didn't have blanket immunity. She had use immunity. She didn't have transaction immunity. That's what it's called, versus use immunity. Anything Kelsey says could still come back to bite her in the ass. So if Tory comes and say, no, Kelsey did it, and the jury finds Tory innocent, Kelsey could still be charged with it. I think, hold on. I just think that Tory was doing what any real nigga would try to do. He wasn't trying to tell and say nothing. Tory wasn't trying to say nothing. He was trying to be quiet and let the legal system run its course, and that's what happened. Hold on, Ab. I cut Cass off. Finish your point, Cass. I'm sorry, Queen.
No, and he just don't want to be a snitch, because if y'all saying he running with certain type of people and he get on the stand and say, nah, I ain't do it, she did it, they going to call him a snitch. You don't want that in life.
What's up, Ab?
So 22 years.
22 years, possibly, yeah.
Huh?
What's up, Ab? Tap in, King. Wait. All right, cool. I'm tripping. Y'all can hear me. Meg Thee Stallion, Toya, what's happening, LaToya? Do you feel like he's guilty on all charges? Toya, do you feel like it was a I'm coming to you too, Rel. Do you feel like it was did it go the way you wanted it to go? Do you feel like justice was served, Toya? Can you guys hear me? Am I muted? What's happening right now?
You good on the gram.
Oh, all right, cool. All right.
Nah, you ain't muted.
Oh, all right, cool. They must be away from their mic. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I mean, it just.
Can I say something, Way?
Sure, King. Go for it.
That's when you got to set aside that real nigga. That's when you got to set aside that snitching, and that's when you got to put
and tell
your family,
story.
your lot, because that's called defending yourself. That's why it's called a defense. When somebody run down on you, they try to take something from you. You do something to that. You do something to them. So when you come to court, you tell them, "Oh yeah, I hit this man with a chair. Why? That man tried to remove my watch and my necklace from me using harmful force. He had a knife on him. That's why I hit him with the doom. So you know what I'm saying? You're defending yourself from being charged with something like.
I don't think, and to be honest,
we have to. We have to remove that whole. We have to remove that whole snitch and real nigga shit when you get out of certain circles. He's an entertainer. I mean, he should no longer even be held to
great point.
A street dude.
Great point.
And I'm talking about in his mind, because we talking about how he's thinking.
Sure.
Because that's why he didn't pull them moves. I believe exactly like we all saying the same thing. He didn't want to get up there and make himself look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe his cipher would have looked at him in the wrong way if he would have defended himself properly. Because that's very clear what the brother is saying. Like and what you're saying too. You're only hearing them two sides of the story saying he did it. So at least if you get up there and say you didn't do it, at least it could go to a hung or could go to another side. But if you let them paint the whole picture of you, you sit back with this bravado that has been painted of you by America to an American jury. It's like all right, like I said, he might have roofed himself by not taking a stand. In my opinion, if he would have did that, I wouldn't have considered him snitching. Because look, they already both flipped on you, Don. They both already flipped on you, son. What's your loyalty standing there for? You bugged out in your mind? You know what I mean? Are you bugged out in your mind? So how are you snitching on anybody by actually saying what took place so that you don't look like you're the person responsible for the most detrimental part of the situation?
Yo, let me tell you something, right?
His mentality might not be there though yet.
It's not.
Right, but either way you put it, even though you might not see him as a snitch, nor would I have seen him as a snitch, when you come from that street life, They live by some certain
No,
code.
other people would.
So
other
hold
people
on,
would.
guys. Just freeze frame right there. Freeze frame on that build real quick, because we got Allison, we got D Rel on the phone. I just want to get it from these individuals. They've been coming in and leaving, and they haven't tapped in yet. It's a lot, man. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm appalled. I had no idea that he would be found guilty on all charges, only considering the way that the trial went. And also in my heart, I don't feel like he did that shit. In my heart, be like losing your keys, and you know you didn't lose your keys. You know you might have just misplaced them. That's how it be with my gut. My gut don't be wrong. But tap in. DWI, what up though, King? How you feel? Tory found guilty on all charges. Are you able to speak, beloved?
I can speak. I mean, he's Canadian, so you know that's what they do to Canadians in America. They rock him. He thought he was up there. I don't know. I haven't been hearing both sides of it, but I guess it sounds like his representation didn't represent. So,
you know what? Here's a prediction. Here's a hot take.
My man said he getting 7 to 15. What y'all numbers? What y'all saying? What y'all legal dudes are saying?
So I'm gonna answer that real quick, but I just want to give this hot take. I don't think the industry gonna fuck with Meg. I think the industry and everybody else know
I don't
that.
think so neither.
Hold on. Let me just say this one piece. Tory didn't do that shit, and I think by way of people fucking with him and watching and saying the same thing that we all saying, this is a conversation that's extending past this live, beyond this podcast. Everybody else is saying the same thing that D said, saying the same thing that Ab said, saying the same thing that collectors, Marcy, everybody else is saying the same shit. Right? Everybody else is saying the same shit. I don't think the industry is going to fuck with him. It's going to fuck with her because it's going to still be free Tory. Until I'm going to scream free Tory to Tory free. You get me?
So can I ask you a question? Sorry for cutting you off.
Just real quick. Collector said 5 years max. To your question, D. My question is, and we're gonna go around the room with that question. So tap in with that. But my prediction is Collector said 5.
And before that,
gotta get dipped. Once you got a felony, you gotta get dipped. They're gonna max them out.
22?
They're gonna max them out. And the reason why they're gonna max them out is because it's a high profile case. Tory just got I gotta say this before I jump into that, Broadway. Can I get 2 minutes?
Cat's gonna go right after you, so go for it. My bad.
All right, let me get 2 minutes, right? Just like what the brother said, he should have took a stand and let people know, like, I didn't do it. He left it up in the open. We still don't know Tory's story.
We still don't know.
Don't know Tory's side of the story.
Yeah,
at all. Yeah. All we, he was. They put a muzzle on him. He couldn't speak. We still don't know his side of the story. Now, the reason why I believe they're going to max him out is because it's a high-profile case. Plus, he have aggressive tendencies. So they're going to look at the fight with August. The August. They're going to look at certain things like that. They're going to also focus on, because he's found guilty, the prosecutor is going to paint the picture. Because now it's done. Hey, this guy tried to bribe his way out of this. This guy tried to pay for a lawyer. So all of that's going to play a factor, and they're going to ask for the max. Now, the judge is going to just say, well, you know what? You feel me? The people is asked for this. Now, the judge is going to be like, yeah or nay. But the prosecutor is going to ask for the max. And I believe he's going to ask for the max.
Okay, Cass, tap in with us, Queen.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what they gonna ask.
How much time you think Tory gonna get?
He probably not gonna get any time. After the
Break that up. I love the optimism. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I hear you, Queen. I ain't mean to stop your build.
No, that's it. I don't think he's gonna get any time. They
don't think he's
might.
gonna get
I
any
know the
time?
prosecutor and say max, but how can you convict somebody of something that they didn't do?
Well, we just seen him get convicted.
Well, no, we saw them make a verdict saying he guilty, but
Good point.
the judge had the last decision.
Good point. Great point. Marcy, how much time you think Tory gonna get? And Giants and YouTube, tap in. How much time y'all think Tory gonna get?
Well, I think it's all going to be up to the judge now. I mean,
we need a number. We need a number.
Time served, whatever he served, which is nothing. I don't think he should do anything at all. But if anything, no more than 5 years.
Got you. Tap in with us. D, how much time you think he gonna get?
I think he gonna do 10. I think he gonna get 10 years, and I think he gonna do 7 on good behavior.
Okay, I take that. Pause. D, what's happening? D, how much time you think Tory gonna get?
Yeah, I think you should get 5 years, about 5 to 7, and like you said, serve the majority of it and get out early. No, thank God nobody was hurt. I mean, he's a young guy. He was young. You shouldn't be drinking and have alcohol. That alcohol is the death of a lot of good men. You make the poorest decisions when you're drunk. So he put himself in that position as an adult. You're responsible for your actions. But I give him grace because he's young. Thank God nobody was hurt.
All right. So wait. Just real quick. I got a quick question. Huh?
Hobie said, "Thank God nobody hurt. Somebody got shot, bro. What you mean nobody got hurt? Somebody did get hurt."
But that's like a graze. That was a graze, right?
Yeah, but that's that he got.
Bullet
He
fragment.
didn't get the charge. The charge. Oh, you grazed. So the charges. I want y'all to know this, right? It's possession, it's shot, and it's reckless endangerment. If y'all motherfuckers think a dude is gonna get 5 years for possession, attempt, and reckless endangerment, y'all don't know the law, bro. Like, that's all I'm trying to say.
So here's the thing, right? No. I see what you're saying, but so here's the thing, right? To Dave, because the way you started it, you said you feel like he should get 5, right? So do you think that Tory did it?
I think he put himself in that position, and from what I'm hearing with the witness, what's her name, Kylie Jenner's neighbor or whatever that saw it, they said Kelsey had the gun, and apparently he may have unloaded. So it might have been Kelsey that touched it, and they both might have shot her because the residue was on Kelsey, from what I understand, but not as much as on Tory. But he might have emptied out the clip, and maybe he didn't shoot her. But I think he was stupid to put himself in that position. And whose gun is it? Are we saying that was his gun? So if that was his gun, that's another. I'm not sure if it was licensed or not. But there's a lot of variables to play.
It wasn't registered.
I think whether he did it or not. So thank you for sharing that, because I didn't know. But there's a lot of variables that come into play. But whether he did it or not, he put himself in that position. He was under the influence of alcohol. He should have had security, and he shouldn't have drank to where he didn't know what was going on. He wasn't in control. Especially with 2 women he done smashed. You gotta use judgment.
You know what I seen, and this is a take.
Let's clarify though that the medical report says bullet fragments. Okay, the medical report.
No,
says
I
bullet
got you.
Fragments.
I got you, Marcy. The thing is, so here's the thing, right? And this is just me going over this shit in my head. I know niggas. And I know women. And I know that type of situation. Hot take coming in 2 seconds. Some niggas go out with chicks and they feeding them liquor. They drinking liquor, right? Because they know it's a chance that they could get into a situation with them. You get me? So this is just a hot take. Maybe fucking Tory was drinking. They sped off. The Kelsey, EJ, Tory's driver.
Kylie?
No. Tory, excuse me, hold on. Megan, Kelsey, EJ, the driver, they all sped off. They went in their own direction, right? EJ took Kelsey and Megan's car. They go. EJ's not with them when everything happens. EJ was only brought in about whatever, right? So they left. I'm already getting fucked up. If I'm Tory, I'm already getting fucked up. I'm drinking. I'm trying to get Kylie to drink. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to walk by letting her drink and I'm drinking and blame it on the fucking goose. Blame it on the alcohol. You understand what I'm saying? I know niggas that done did that. I know niggas that done try to booze her up so they could get the draws. You get what I'm saying? And because it's also come out that Tory would that Kylie was like, Tory's coming? Oh my God. She was checking for Tory. They thought it was going to be a quarantine situation over there. You get me? Quarantine. You get me? So, I mean, I throw it to who am on? Collectors. You said 5 years. Did I get you collectors, or am I going to am I going back uptown to DWI?
I mean, I think he going. If first we got to see, like they said, you got the judge. You got to think about before that, and you got to think about if he get a retrial. After that, I say 5 to 7, because he got bread. They ain't gonna let him slay him.
Got you. I mean, look, man, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. You get me? I'm appalled. What up, though, Black? That Black Queen? What up, though, Black Queen?
And some of those charges can be dropped, especially like the gun. Like they could go back and fight that thing with the gun, because like y'all all here saying the same thing.
I just, in my heart, I mean, it is what it is, you know, but Toya, how much time you think in DWI, how much time y'all think Tory gonna get?
Well, me personally, I think he's gonna get at least 10 years. He's gonna do half of that time. Especially, they're gonna push for the max. Because one, he's a celebrity. Two, they already, checking for him for his, irate behavior. So yeah, he's gonna do at least half of that time.
I think somebody said it on in the comments on YouTube. What's my guy said? JT said, women always gonna win. Women always gonna win. And that's not a slight or a dig on women. I think it's a reality thing where our society automatically yields itself to damsels in distress or something that happens to a woman, and I'm not saying that it's only interesting when it's woman on woman, that it becomes more fair perhaps, right? But when it's man versus woman, I think that's a great, let me put it back up here. I think that's a great assessment that don't put yourself in a situation with a woman. I think Ab also woke up and said earlier that I'm standing with that. I'm standing with that. Do not expect me as a man at all. Zero amount. I don't care about all that gentleman stuff. I don't care about nothing. And my queen, she not judging me. Hello? Somebody fighting, we going this way. We getting the fuck out of there. And I have stepped in and said certain shit, said certain things like, yo, fam, really? What's happening? No, I'm not doing none of that. Nothing.
Yep.
And this is the ramifications of it, because as a man, fuck it, let's just wake it up. As a black man, this shit is different out here. I think it's a man thing in general, but it becomes more intense when it's a black man that got an F. You get what I'm saying? So when you moving around, you got to be careful and mind your business. What Collector said earlier, right? I'm gonna misquote you, King, so you'll get me right though. He said something earlier about being in the places that you're supposed to be in. You got a queen, be with your queen. The other night, my man's spot got hit up. Some nigga died in front of it. Oh shit, where Broadway? No, I'm not. I'm out the way. Shit gets spooky out here. Then Adam Heard lose against Johnny Depp though? Yes. Yes. There was clear and present evidence. It was video of what took place. It was video. We're not saying that there's not an exception to the rule, but by large amounts. And I think all you ladies would agree with that. That 9 out of 10, the system is going to yield itself to the ladies. Is that universal? I'm gonna start with you. I'm going to the ladies. I'll come to the fellas next. Marcy, would you agree to that, or would you give pushback or resistance in that?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So the question I'm asking is because I said the legal system yields itself to women. When it's a man, it's a woman. And a man and a woman gets into something. I don't watch family members get slaved for some shit that they ain't even do because the woman on says some shit. So when it's domestic shit, I think this legal system yields itself to the will of the ladies. I mean,
oh, a lot of times, yes. I mean, I've seen it happen so many times. Yes, I mean, sadly, it is.
Toya, what
not
you think,
always,
Toya?
Though.
Yeah,
not always.
Yeah, not always. Not always.
Not always, because there's a lot of guys that'll snitch out in a second. And there's a lot of women that will stand our ground and say, I'll do my time no matter what. But I see it a lot in women, and it's sad because you're putting that little boy now is not going to have a dad. That little boy's going to grow up without his father.
Yeah.
Because you two weren't over there just getting drunk. You should have left his ass at the party. Why'd you have to go back again for him? It's just sad all the way around.
You know what's funny, real quick? Just real quick. I wonder if and this is I just wonder if, because Megan didn't speak up for a whole month, right? Megan kept it cute. Then Megan said, yo, your people was pressuring me and saying things and bringing things out and saying things. And everybody was wondering who shot Meg. Y'all remember that, right? I wonder if Megan didn't say anything. Anyway, just an open and loose story. Just anyway, carry on. Toya, I was coming to you, Toya. The question is do the legal system yield itself to the will of women? Predominantly. Not all the time, but mostly.
Absolutely. I do believe that. And y'all know my background on that. I'm not going to go into it too much detail, but y'all already know how I feel about that. So, yeah, absolutely. And then there's some women that do take advantage of that situation right there. And that's not good for the ones that's actually out there that's innocent. You know what I mean? Like, to do something like that to someone, to make false accusations, that's putting a person's life on the line. You understand what I'm saying? And they got all types of, and especially like the young lady said, his son is like 22, he's 22 years to be facing that amount of time. That's crazy. That boy will be grown when he come home. But yeah, the system do yield to women.
King, tap in with us. Appreciate you being here, King. The question I'm asking everybody is, ladies at least, what up though, Keisha? Do you feel as though the legal system yields itself to the will of women? Predominantly, as in most of the time. In domestic bouts.
So I'm going to say yes too, because I think it's assumed that the woman is, the weaker person and then the victim. I think the legal system, I mean, in this situation, then, this is a little bit different, but the legal system don't really be working like for the women until it's like late in the game, until somebody is shot, until somebody is dead, and then the legal system come in and now they want to they want to work, but the whole time it's like something got to really, really happen before they do start working. But I mean, yes, I do think that, and I didn't realize he was facing 22 years either. That's kind of crazy. So, but she acting like she don't know who shot her.
Another part to it is another crazy. Bring this a little closer. Another crazy part to it is I feel as though anybody outside of this podcast that know me in real life, if y'all see me in public and there's a Megan Thee Stallion conversation that happens and Tory Lanez, I'm not talking about this ever again in life. I'm moving on. Like in real life, I'm not having this conversation about Megan and Tory. If there's a conversation that's happening regarding Megan and Tory, I'm getting up, I'm going for water, and then I'm gonna walk back past to see if you guys have finished the conversation. If there's a room or something that's happening and regarding Megan and Tory, I do not include Broadway. I am shocked. I am completely shocked. I can't say that enough. I accept the loss. I accept the legal system is legal systeming. If it would have went the other way, we gotta accept it. I'm really astonished. I'm really devastated. What up though? Radio. Somebody bring radio up.
So can I ask you a question with that? With what you said?
Sure.
Let's play Angel's advocate, as I would say. If it went the other way, what would we be saying now? How would the conversation go? See, I told you so, or the legal system legaling again, like because somebody actually got shot and we just don't know who did it. It's like a who did it mystery, who done it mystery right now.
Well, I asked that question earlier.
If we saying if it wasn't him, then did it ricochet off the floor like he did the Harlem Nights? What happened?
Well, it did ricochet off the floor. Hold on. It did ricochet off the floor. That's why it was fragments and not the full bullet, right? But to answer your other question that I asked earlier, right, which is if it went the other way around, would we be saying justice was served, right? I think that I'm going off of the evidence. I'm going off of what was presented. I'm going off of if I felt as though it went if I felt as though the prosecution put on a better job at presenting the evidence and stating their claim in the case, and Tory still won, I'll be saying the same thing. Like the legal system, even though, because for me, I'm going off of initially when it happened, I'm saying, I don't think that happened that way. And then when the evidence starts slowly but surely coming out, and then I'm watching Meg and her inconsistencies, and then I'm watching the case, and this person saying that person saying this, and I'm listening, I'm like, I don't think Tory did that. But again, I feel as though the defense put on a better job at poking holes in the theory of what Megan team was saying, right? So that's why I'm saying that I don't feel like justice was served, but I'm cool with accepting it because it is what it is. But if the prosecution, Megan's team, would have put on a better job, and I thought that Tory didn't do it at first, and then I'm watching and I'm looking at it as a civilian, and I'm like, damn, the prosecutors did a better job at presenting the evidence. I would say if Tory went innocent, I would say I think the justice system did its job. You get what I'm saying in that, Giants? Y'all feel what I'm saying in that? Because I'm not trying to be biased to any stretch of the imagination. I'm just trying to call it exactly what it is. I'm not yielding to because it's a man. Let me put something on that. I'm not yielding to the point of I'm not yielding to the perspective of it being a man. I'm not yielding to it based off of it being a woman and being sympathetic because it's a woman. I'm going off of who presented the better case and who, after listening to the case, who my gut tells me did and didn't do what. So that's my answer to your question, D. Did I answer it? Do you feel like I answered it? DWI? DWI, you feel like I answered your question? Hello?
My bad. I was in a whole nother screen. Yes and no, because I still want to know. Now, because this is the last time you're going to talk about it, I need to get these questions I asked now since y'all finished with this whole saga. Who shot her then? Who does Broadway think shot her?
Honestly speaking, King, I think Kelsey shot her. I think Tory was trying to come and grab the gun, or Megan or Kelsey was shooting and Kelsey missed her and then Tory in an attempt to grab the gun because Tory came after in an attempt to
But
grab.
tell me why they were shooting at her. Like, what was the beef? Like, what was the fight that they
All right,
had to
so
pull out a gun?
all right, so all right, so
Just give me a reenactment.
Yes, all right,
reenactment.
quick. All right, because all right, so
I know
here
you
it
know
goes.
how to do this. Go ahead.
I got you. So here it goes. Megan, Tory, Kelsey at the Collie at Collie's house. Collie is excited to see Tory. Let me just get that out the way. Fuck the excitement. They're at the house. Megan calls Tory to come over. 30 minutes. Tory shows up. They fast forward. They all drinking about 6, 7 bottles. They drinking. Everybody mute up for 1 second, please. Everybody mute up. They drinking. Megan leaves. Kelsey leaves. They spin back around and come get Tory because Megan says that she left her slipper. We don't believe that. We believe that she came back for Tory because Kylie was checking for Tory. Cool. They spin back out. Kylie kicks them all out the house now. Megan goes back to the car. Tory comes back to the car. Tory is upset that Megan got them kicked out of Kylie house. They're in the car. Tory says to Kelsey, Tory says to Megan, everybody mute their mics, please. Instagram, please. I'm going to mute you for you, but I don't like to do that because then when you guys want to say something, I don't know you guys are speaking. Instagram too, please mute your mics. Tory, Meg, Kelsey are in the car with the driver. Tory says, yo, to Megan, Tory says to Kelsey, yo, why you always taking up for Megan when she goes behind your back and sleeps with every nigga you done been with? The baby, Ben Simmons, myself. And this is when Kelsey first learns that Megan and Tory had a situation after, because it all originated from a Rock Nation brunch that Megan put Kelsey on Tory and said, yo, that'd be a good look. And after they start being that good look, Megan felt some sort of way, tells Kelsey, yo, don't deal with him because we working together. It's a conflict of interest. Kelsey catches COVID, goes back home. Megan and Tory start dealing with each other. All right, back to the car. So in the car situation, because this is the first time that Kelsey is learning this information, an argument ensues. They stop the car. Megan gets out the car. Tory comes out the car, talks with Megan, gets Megan to go back into the car. When Megan goes back into the car, now they start driving some more, but the argument is still happening. So as the argument is still happening, now whatever bag I left out the EJ, the stylist had put the bag into Tory's car because Tory had told Megan and Kelsey to take his car and he would drop them off, right? Some shit like that, whatever. The Giant shall correct me. Fast forward. Because there's an argument that happens, Megan and Kelsey gets into a fight. They get into a fight. As we understand, Megan was fucking Kelsey up, hurting her. Kelsey allegedly grab the gun. Grabs the gun, starts shooting. We don't know. We know that, but we know this because of the witness that this all was happening in front of his house was looking at it from his Jubilee balcony. Kelsey is shooting at Megan. Tory comes out a few seconds later. To be clear, Kelsey shoots 3 times. Pop, pop, pop. Few seconds later, pop, pop. What's that few seconds later? There's a pause because allegedly Tory comes out the car, comes to help try to dismember, take the gun away from Kelsey and stop shooting. We think that inside of those first 3 shots, that's when Megan got hit. But it could very much so be the opposite. In the first 3 shots, Megan didn't get hit. When Tory tried to come and grab the gun from Kelsey, 2 shots go off and one of those shots hit Megan. So the fight was over originally. What we got is the fight ensued because Kelsey learns that Megan was fucking Tory behind her back. Do I have this right, Giants? Am I missing anything? Because I just want to be clear and straight to the point as much as possible.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear what Tory Lanez father said?
Hold on, I just want to stay to the story real quick. Bambi. D, did I answer that question for you, D? Because I believe that's the way it happened for them.
So there was I'm sorry. I'm sorry, DWI.
DWI. I'm gonna call you Lopez.
I mean,
Lopez.
It sounds very theatric, but it sounds like it's something that could have taken place. But they're saying it was a bouncer or somebody a bodyguard that was missing. Is he found?
No, there was a bodyguard and there was a driver. The bodyguard belongs to Megan Thee Stallion. Allegedly, Kelsey had text the bodyguard saying that we need your help. Kelsey, Tory shot Megan, and then there's a driver that came out and that was helping break up the fight allegedly between Megan, Kelsey, and whatever was going on outside with Tory. You got that, D?
Okay. So they was on the stand too?
No, they wasn't. Because they disappearing acts. Whatever, but you had asked me that for what exactly? Because I went through all that. I want to know why did you get your answer?
Nah, I just needed to see. I wanted to see, like, from what y'all did the whole trial. Y'all did the whole thing. So I wanted to see if you reenacted based off of what you heard and then what your street knowledge was and what you come up with. I visibly could see the tussle and everything happening. So you did your job.
A lot of people speculated and said, well, why was Ben Simmons and the baby and Megan's history brought into this? I appreciate everybody tapping in with us on YouTube. Hit that like button. Drop your comments. I'm still here. I see you, Tony. A lot of people speculated and said, why is Meg's sexual history being brought into this? You know why Meg's sexual history was being brought into this? Because it establishes motive. It establishes motive. That was the only reason it was brought into this. It wasn't brought into this to shame her. I don't care who Meg slept with. Court in the street is going to be different from court in the courthouse, in the legal system. People going to say what they're going to say, court of public opinion. But in the legal system, people are going to take that differently. It was only brought up in the legal system to establish motive. Bambi, back to you, Queen. You had said that.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it, but you could catch it right now on, I think it's the Shade Room. And Tory Lanez's father just declared war all of Rock Nation. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
He declared war on Rock Nation.
That's serious.
He declared war.
That's not the answer.
I don't know who it was outside the courthouse declared war all of Rock Nation. He called out Jay-Z several times and said he's coming for him in a spiritual war. Yes, that's what he said. Yep.
A word. Heard you.
I mean, it's not funny, but
that's his dad, so he's gonna be upset. We gotta respect what his dad says. Even in court, you gotta respect what the parents say.
Well, I don't think he should have said all that, you know.
Well, that's his son, and that's his grandson.
His son, but you know what?
It's a free country, right? We can say whatever we want.
We can, but he shouldn't have said all that.
What you say to that, Collectors?
No, it's definitely a free country, though.
No, it's not. I disagree with that free country part.
That's not the way to go about it, me personally. It's like you making more.
Hold on, guys, hold on. Let me get it from King, then I'll come right to you, Collectors.
When he talks about a spiritual war, though,
hold on,
it's a spiritual war.
Hold on 1 second, Marcy. Go for it, King.
I feel like that's his child, and he's liable to say whatever he wants in defense of his child. Like if I feel like somebody sabotaged my child because legally they got more money or whatever the case, because that's what usually be happening in the legal system. It's whoever got more money a lot of the time. So if I feel like, okay, she got the backing and the support of her record label and they screwed my kid and they, damn good and well he didn't do nothing, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. I'm gonna say I'm raining down the heavens. I'm
the ancestors is gonna eat you and swallow. I'm gonna say whatever I want to fit about my child. So yes, I don't see nothing wrong with him saying that. As a parent, there's nothing wrong with him saying that.
So I'm gonna throw it to the collectors because I think he was about to say something I would have said. Go for it, collectors.
Yeah, I don't think that that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't look good. The shit is already messy. So now the parents is going into the shit. So now when these people go in this back room and we was just asking, oh, how long is he gonna get? Is he gonna get this or is he gonna get that? Oh, his father talking about dealing with some, you know what I'm saying, some deities and all that? Yeah, send him up. You can't, I don't think that was smart his pops to do. And it's not gonna change anything. It's only gonna make it worse, you know? So to come out in the press and you as a father to transmit your anger and that lingo, it wasn't helpful to him at all. You hurt the situation more. Also remember this, Jay-Z, yeah, he might own Roc Nation, but Roc Nation is in business with other companies. Like you can Google Roc Nation and see who their company. So it's not like, oh, this is all, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z. And Jay-Z, he's just the owner. He got people. He might have not even brought her over there. It could be somebody else that works for him that directly works with her. You know what I'm saying? So the father, if he don't know that for sure and all that, and he didn't know that he's responsible for his son being found guilty on those top 3 charges, to say that's wrong. But I really chimed in to say something else, Way, about what you was asking them about the females in the court system. I'm gonna just say this quick. Yeah, the court system does work with the female against the black man very swiftly. Just like the sister said, they don't come around until somebody gets shot. They don't come around to get somebody get punched in the face. They don't want to give you a crib until you take your child's name off that birth certificate and put a warrant out on him for some child support. Sure. Now, recently, what just happened about 2 days ago, this is why the system works for the system. I ain't even going to say for women anymore. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's against black men. It does, but it's really, the system works against black men. A white man, he's a bank investor, bank investor, whatever. Long story short, he was on a train, New York City Transit, drunk. He tried to go inside the conductor's thing where the conductor's at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And homegirl tried to stop him, punched him in the face 2 times. Out on no bail. Out on no bail. Wake that up.
Wow.
So don't think that they for the black woman. They for the black woman when you're against the black man.
So hold on real quick. Miggy, I'm trying to tap you in. You got to hit the button so I could bring you up. It's not I'm hitting the button. It's not letting me bring you up, Miggy. And one time, easy on Sasseries. Appreciate you, Sasseries, for that badge. Wake that up. I appreciate the Instagram badges. Wake that up. I appreciate the badges. I appreciate the super chats. Tap in, drop a super chat on YouTube. Add some color to this chat. Add some color to this chat. Man, Miggy, I'm trying to bring you up. I'm trying to bring you up, beloved. I'm trying to bring you up. I'm coming back to you, Marcy. Give me a second, Queen. I'm trying to bring you up. If you guys want to tap in, I'm trying to bring you up. Hit that button. I'm trying to bring you up. I'll bring you guys up because I see you guys want to tap in. Yeah. What up though, Andre? I appreciate you joining the stage too on Instagram. On Clubhouse. I think is I'm not about to. All right, whatever. You asked to come up, King, so I was bringing you up. I don't know what you want me to do with that. You asked. I was tapping you in because you asked to be brought up. You asked for it. I'll bring you up. All right. So let me see. Andre, what's happening with you, King? Tap in with me, beloved.
How's it going, man? How's it going?
How you feel? How you feel? I'm trying to get some new giants up here on Instagram.
I'm gonna say something, and I know, I've already, me and my friends already been going back and forth today.
Yeah.
But I've been saying the same thing the whole time. I feel like from everything that was presented, it was an accident, but Tory Lanez definitely did it. Okay. I think that people are putting personal emotions and experiences and projected on this situation. So that's why they're so passionate on one side or the other. But at the end of the day, there's 3 things I take away from this situation, right? One, Tory Lanez is a snitch. He tried to put it off on Kelsey, and he used his representation to do that. And just because he didn't take the stand, the fact that it's extensive himself, that representation implying that Kelsey shot Meg, shows that you're snitching. You're trying to put it off on someone else. it's still a form of snitching. And that's how it says on paperwork. It's a court document now, right? Number two, I feel bad for all the parties involved because Tory Lanez is now facing 22 years. It's sad to see any black man have to go into the prison system for something that might have been temporary feelings or ego and was not meant to be attack. That's why he was so apologetic over the phone, saying, I'm sorry. And number three, like, I really get to see how people really don't understand, like, how the legal system, like, law works. And it's amazing to me how many people were looking forward to this trial that was going to be to exonerate Tory.
Mute your mic, King. Not you, Andre. Whoever I just brought up, just mute your mic while Andre is building. Go for it,
and
Andre.
It's amazing to me how many, like, I'm just gonna say niggas, like, sat there and was like, this trial is going to show that he's innocent. Wait till the evidence comes. And I'm like, first off, the system has never been in play for black men to exonerate us for anything, right? And like, it was amazing. And now that the verdict is out, dude's like, I feel weird about this because they're projecting personal experiences and other things on the situation. At the end of the day, it's a 5'2" dude from Canada who was playing fake nigga games and got real nigga results. And that's honestly what I see. So I'm landing on that one.
Let me ask you something, Andre. What's your age demo, King? How old are you?
I'm 31.
31, okay. Where are you from?
And also my background is I'm from Watts. Like I understand how the system works. You know, like I'm that's why I think that's why I don't try to comment a lot because I am biased. Being a nigga from the hood and like growing up in a certain environment, I'm biased because I feel like I'm seeing someone.
Wait, King. Maybe I'm not hearing you. You said you do and bias. I didn't hear that part. Something about bias. I didn't hear that.
I do feel like I am because I am from the hood and like I grew up under a certain type of like, I grew up under a certain type of codes and a certain type of just like lifestyle.
Sure.
I am a little bit more biased to like. I know a lot of niggas who are realer than Tory Lanez is. I know dudes who are more gangster, more like crazy as hell, who've been able to handle a situation like this and never got caught up in a situation like this before.
So let me ask you something. Hold on. I want to ask you something because I was in the middle of asking you something and then you went off. I'm not being funny and start asking you these questions. Do you know? What's your background? Are you industry based or do you know Tory Lanez?
I don't. So personally, I don't know any one personality.
All right. So wait. Hold on. I want to ask you. Do you know 50 Cent?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I don't.
The reason why I asked.
Hold
on. The reason why. Hold on. Let me get to where I'm. Yeah. Thanks. The reason why I asked that is because we don't know any of these artists, right? But what I know is it doesn't ever behoove anyone to judge a book by its cover, right? So to say somebody is real or to say somebody is fake based off of not knowing someone, I don't think that's a fair assessment. I get what you're saying in regards to your opinion on the whole matter, and I hear you when you say it. I'll let everybody else give commentary to that, but just on the part on saying, you know people that's realer than Tory Lanez, that immediately, when you say you know people, when you say you know, that means you know them. So when I ask you, do you know Tory Lanez, and you say you don't know him, I question your opinion on that because, again, to know is to have. Hold on, Andre, because I let you go uninterrupted. So just give me a second. You. So when you say that you know people, and then you say more realer than Tory Lanez, and I ask you, do you know Tory Lanez? And I ask you, are you industry based? I'm asking you these things because I'm trying to, they have something in the legal system that's pretty much says that you can extrapolate what the outcome of something is going to be based off of certain information. You know what I mean? So when you say that you don't know Tory Lanez, but you know certain real people, I don't question whether or not those people that you're referring to are real because you know them. You don't know Tory Lanez. You don't know 50 Cent. And the only reason I brought 50 into it is because if on the outside looking in, just mute up, King. I'll give you a chance. I'll let you rebuttal. Don't worry about it. Nobody else is going to speak before you. The reason why I bring 50 Cent into it is because when 50 first came out, people were speculating and saying whatever they were saying. But then when people actually, when 50 actually hit, because he didn't hit the first time he came out, right? And when he came out again, people started really like paying him more attention and started getting more familiar with his background and start saying, wait, this nigga is a real street nigga. Like he is everything that he checked off, and he is, you know what I mean? So again, it's hard to make an assessment of whether somebody is real versus somebody is fake without actually knowing them. And I'll rest there. I'll give it back to you, Andre, and then I'll share the wealth and let the other people tap in as a response to what you're sharing, King. Go for it.
I understand where you're coming from. I think that we have to look at what is shown to us and how certain people behave. And when we see certain things that come to light, like a great example, you said 50, comparing 50 to Tory Lanez, I think is a great example. If you were following 50 Cent's story, you follow how he became, yeah, you can say, oh, well, people thought 50 was fake or they thought he was a rat or whatever situation happened, right? But the evidence that was presented about 50 to the public that was reported through representation of the news, himself, the way he talks, his conversation, the things he says in his conversation, we drawing that conclusion that he wasn't a real street dude was more of a personal bias than it was an educated decision, right? You can sit there and listen to someone who says, I copy all y'all niggas, I don't care, or, having continuous issues with women or beating up or having continuous situations where it's this weird confrontational moment and you hear it in their language and how they talk. You don't have to know someone to know, like, all right, well, just don't move like that.
Hey, Andre, I tell you something. You said educated, right? When it comes to this street shit, when it comes to being outside, listen, there's a saying that goes, everybody that's busting it up, everybody that know. You get what I'm saying? And everybody that don't know, they probably just that. It's probably just that they don't know, right? So people, there's only a certain amount of people at the 1%, right? There's only a certain amount of people that make that a certain amount of billionaires, right? So all the billionaires, I might not personally respect how you made your billions, but I can't denounce your billions. I personally might not agree. There's certain people that's grimy and that's just to stab you in the back, right? But I can't say that you're any anyway. Hold on, Andre. I let you go. It was a transaction. We got more people.
You interrupted me. I was going to ask you a question real quick, but you cut me off real quick. That's one quick question.
All right, what's the question, Andre?
This is the point I was going to make about, like, if you sit around, right, you don't know this white guy who's in the room, right, and let's say you wear a Confederate flag hat, maybe a neo-Nazi symbol on him, and he's saying things that sound racist, that may be perceived as racist. Even though you don't know him, is it safe to say or to assume that person may be racist by listening to the way he talks, his actions, his mannerisms, how he dresses, right? You can conclude that somebody is a certain way from that. And I'm just asking, do you agree with that or not?
I don't agree with that. I don't. But I'm going to let everybody else tap in. I answered your question. I want everybody else to tap in. Let me go to Amor because Amor been waiting. Tap in with us, Amor.
Yo, gang.
What up, though?
Bro, first of all, let's chop it up right now. All that, I'm from the street, people saying they from the street, they not biased, bro. There's not a situation to be biased, bro. As black people, bro, we have to do better by each other, bro. Like, nobody's speaking the facts that need to be speak, bro. I'm only 25, he 30, bro. You should have got on here and said something that makes sense, bro. Real right. Nobody saying on this live makes sense, bro. Fuck Tory and Megan right now, bro. You just arrested a father that take care and provide for his son. You just arrested him in front of his face. So on top of him not liking the court system, on top of him not going to be able, he's not going to fuck with the court system, he fucking around not like black women. He fucking around date a white woman when he get older because, bro, I just seen a black woman railroad my dad over nothing. There's no physical evidence saying that this man shot that woman. The witnesses' stories is flaky, and they saying this in court, bro. They giving y'all, bro. If you as a black male, if you're a black male and you don't feel no type of way about this situation, bro, this is America saying fuck us to our face, bro. Literally, bro. I'm 25. I should not get on here and speak more sense than grown ass people, bro. You saying you from the hood, you can't be biased. No, I'm from the hood and I'm gonna be biased, bro. They've been treating black males like shit since forever, bro. Since forever. And if you don't feel that in your soul, bro, you can't be like, I'm a black male. Bro, this shit channeling my inner ancestor, bro, to the point, bro. Like, fuck them, bro. They ruining black families in America, bro. Fuck what's going on, bro. Fuck a Tory, fuck a Megan. I don't give a fuck if you like their music, bro. This is a black male that's getting railroaded by the system, and it's fucked up because it's happening from our fucking women, bro. You can't go in no other race where another woman will put their male down. You don't see no Chinese woman put no fucking Chinese man down. You don't see no white women put no fucking white man down, bro. You don't see it. Why is our culture the only fucking culture? Bro, why is our culture the only culture where black males get treated like the worst, bro? We the providers. We supposed to be our protectors, bro. And we get treated like shit, and y'all expect us to provide and keep protecting. How?
Can I rebuttal to that or no?
Rebuttal, bro, because everything you said was bullshit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Right,
you saying you from the hood, bro. My thing is, as a nigga from the hood, bro, I'm from North Philly, bro. I'm from North. Bro, as a nigga from the hood, I can't judge a man off his next situation, bro, because you don't know what that man been through or how he had to survive, bro. You sit over there talking about you a real nigga. I know real niggas, bro. If you a real nigga, if you a street nigga, you don't gotta say you know real niggas, bro. You don't gotta say you know street niggas, bro. I should be able to tell off you from how you talking.
But let me rebuttal real quick.
Rebuttal, bro.
Was a black
Anything you say.
Hold on. Just more let Andre rebuttal. I understand and I feel your passion, King. But in order for us to have a transaction here so that everybody can understand what everybody is saying, you know what I mean? Like, let's just let each other finish speaking.
Facts. I honestly want to hear what he got to say, bro. Because me personally, bro, I feel as though everything you saying was bullshit, and you was just trying to seem cool with talking about what you was talking about, bro. You have no information. You just coming on here, you see a lot of people talking about it, but prove me wrong, bro.
All right, I appreciate that passion, King. Go for it, Andre.
I'm not trying to prove anything wrong. I'm just saying, if we're not gonna make it about Meg or Tory, I respect that. A black man is going to prison and there's a child using his father. A black woman was also shot. And despite what anybody says, all the records, medical records, everything, let me finish. Everything that was said was this black woman was shot. And the bullet didn't just come from the heavens, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to have that same energy where we talk about, yes, this system is not for our black men. Yes, we now have a child who's being traumatized because his dad is gone for like up to 22 years. A successful black man at that, who is being a provider, is gone. But we also got to recognize that this is also continuous trauma of a black woman getting shot and getting abused. And everyone is talking about the black man going to prison, but no one's going to talk about the trauma the black woman's gone through by being shot. No matter who shot her, no matter who you believe, no matter what happened, somebody was shot, man.
So and like, you're right.
I never said I was a real nigga. I just given my background to kind of understand why I understood why the legal system is a certain way. Like I understand because you have to move a certain way. So but let me finish. This is my last point. Sure. This is my last point. Then I'm done. I'm gonna land right here. At the end of the day, man, a black woman was shot. Yes. A black man's going to prison. A black man's going to prison. A son loses his father, right? And we're not going to talk about the trauma that Meg may put on her children from this situation. So if we're going to talk about as a whole, we got to do better, I agree. Because this whole thing looks like crazy. So I respect your passion, bro, but like it didn't really move me because you were totally disregarding a whole other half.
I hear everything. I hear everything you're saying, King.
Hold on. And I'm saying your name, right, King? Because everybody mute up.
I'm Miggy, bro.
Miggy. I'm happy you joined. Hold on. Whoever just pulled up, mute your mic. Mute your mic on Instagram until we're ready to tap in with you. I appreciate you being here, but just mute up, please. So here's the thing, right? Because you guys both brought up some interesting points that I want to and I'm gonna start with you, Andre. From the very beginning, somebody mic is open. Thank you. From the very beginning, Meg said Tory shot her. everybody believed Megan. Before any details, before we knew who, before we said and knew what all the information was, we believed Megan. I believe shit. She said she was shot. She was shot. When it came out a month later and said that Tory shot her, I was like, that nigga shot her? Holy shit. Then more information started coming out. And I was like, damn, Tory shot Meg. More information started coming out. When I say more information, I mean because remember, Tory dropped the album, and then about 4 months later, 3 months, Tory dropped the album. A month or about 3 weeks after that, 2-3 weeks after that, something like that, Tory did the live. Y'all remember the live? And then the records start coming out between Megan and all the Kelseys, and more information start coming out. So when more information start coming out, it made me pensive. Something don't feel right in this whole charade. Something doesn't, I'm sorry. Battery dying. Hold on 1 second, guys. More information start coming in, and I start questioning. So the point of why I'm bringing this up, just to fast track this, to you, Andre, I think nobody ever questioned was Megan shot, right? Or shot at, right? Or the ricochet, the fragments, however you want to call it. I'm just going to say shot. Nobody ever questioned was Megan shot. They questioned who did it. And because it was more people there, it wasn't just an isolated incident where it was just Tory and Meg. It was Tory, it was Meg, it was Kelsey. I think the point that Miggity, right? I'm saying it right, Miggity. That Miggity brought up is, in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's bigger than Tory and Meg, right? Which is, it's a black man being taken, and then if a black man, his son sees that, and then they go and say, "Yo, what up though, Nitro? Hit the button on Instagram. I'll bring you up, King. Hit the button. Oh, I see you. I'm gonna get you up in a second. Collectors, drop down. I'm gonna bring you up. I'm gonna bring you back in a second, collectors. I'm gonna get Nitro up. Yes. So a little boy sees a black man taken from his family for some reason that all the facts and everything doesn't just line up to make it black and white. And that's what makes it a bigger situation than just what Tory and Meg is saying. It's what the other people are saying as well. I don't know if Tory's a real nigga. I don't know. Just mute your mic for a second, Nitro. I don't know if Tory is a real nigga. I don't know him. There's been a lot of real niggas that we seen. Shit, we watching the Gunner trial, the Young Thug trial. There's a lot of people that move off demon time, but then when they apply it with a certain amount of pressure, they crack. They bust under pressure. Right? Being a real nigga isn't always being a street nigga. Let's just be honest and wake that up. It's different. Being a real nigga and being a street nigga is different. I know a lot of real niggas that never came in the streets. That never stepped off the curb. And they real solid niggas. So you don't need to be a street nigga to be a real nigga. But we don't need to have that conversation here because that's not what we talking about. We having a conversation about, was justice served? Right? Miggity is contesting what you're saying, Andre, based off of, y'all don't gotta hide your faces on Instagram because everybody, I see y'all hiding your face. I would appreciate it if y'all showed your face and y'all stood in what y'all saying, right? All I'm saying is long story less long, I think you guys both raised some interesting points. And I just personally don't believe Megan's team did a better job at presenting the facts. I don't feel like they did a bigger job at presenting the facts. If Megan's team did a better job at defending the facts, y'all know me. I get on this podcast all the time and I stand in front of the hard shit. And sometimes people be saying things and I be like, oh shit, I ain't think about it that way. I hold myself accountable. You know, I changed my point of view. If Meg's team put on a better story at presenting, I'll be like, oh shit, well, nah, I believe I'm going with Meg. But I feel like Tory put on a better defense because that's all that the juries had. The juries was instructed to not go off of court of public perception. They was instructed to go off of what was being presented to them. And obviously, they felt as though the prosecutors, Meg's people, the county of LA, put on a better job at presenting. I don't feel that way personally. I don't feel that way. Welcome to the stage, Nitro. Appreciate you having you here, King. I want to tap in with you and get your point of view on this. And then we're gonna share the wealth. I see you, Dustin. I see you, Chad. Pull up on Clubhouse. What up, though, King? Tap in with me, Nitro.
Yeah, what's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Long time no see. How you been?
Man, I'm disheveled. My guts is I got a shit, and I done been holding it. Because this shit is too crazy, King. But you know, we gotta accept it. Tap in with us, beloved.
Yes, man. I just want to say a few things because you know, we're both hip hop people, so this is our community. So, you know, I've been following the case, you know, and I feel the same way what you said about, you know, who had the better case. I think Tory's peoples were doing a better job, and I was coming into the situation with an open mind. I wasn't like one way or the other. You know, but given what I heard, the testimonies and things like that, I was like, Tory really, his team really, you know, showed themselves to be more credible than the other side. But we see now what the outcome is that he was convicted of on all the counts, which I was shocked. I thought there was doubt. I thought that was enough to get you off if there was doubt. I mean, isn't that what got OJ off?
Right. The doubt.
So, given that, you would think that Tory would get off, at least if anything, maybe one or two, but not all, would he would get charged with. But it's you know, we see now that he got charged by all. But I do feel there's going to be a issue that goes longer with this situation that we have to deal with as Black men in America, dealing with our women, because now our women feel more empowered, in my opinion, to get us in trouble with the law, knowing that the law is on their side. So now how can a millionaire man, Black man, just got convicted on a situation where there was doubt. Now you telling us an average Black man on the street dealing with a regular woman or our woman not going to feel empowered to say, hey, if he could go to jail, I could put you in jail just by my word alone.
So let me give a little bit of pushback real quick to you, Nitro, right? Because you said something about the man, right, and empowering the woman, right? Let me hold men accountable, right? How do and we go, all right, we're gonna wrap this up because we're going on 3 hours in a second. So my question is how do women get into that state and that place without they look to us for leadership? Women look to us for being protectors and providers. How do women get into that space of having to have the justice system step into their family affairs if us men is doing our job as men? Right? So I don't want to put it, I just don't want to put it all, I want to put it back on us. Let us put our foot in the fire and say, yo, we ain't been doing the best job historically to our Black women. We haven't. As Black men, we haven't been doing the best job. So we need to do a better job. In my opinion, watching, and I'm a Black man, I'm privy to the locker room conversations.
No, you definitely.
So how do we, let's advance the conversation before entering final thoughts. How do we, as Black men, and ladies tap in too, because we want to use this as a learning moment. Tap in on the comments on YouTube. I need to see the comments and need to know, how do we as Black men, I'm coming to the Black men first and then I'm going to yield to the women. How do we as Black men, in your opinion, do better at being providers, making our women feel protected and eradicating the legal system from our personal affairs with one another? I throw it to you first, Nitro, and then I share the wealth.
I mean, we got to do the best we can and just be the best men we can be. Utilize whatever opportunities are there for us as men to grow, and I think also too, we have to understand the circumstances of America we living under. I mean, unfortunately, not everybody's gonna get along all the time. So we have to understand that. I mean, you have to deal with people who are understanding. People have to understand if the
Collector, is your mic open?
Police,
Close your mic, King. Oh, that's not you.
Okay, if the police are ever called, there's a possibility you're not gonna see me again. Whether we get violated or we get arrested, there's a chance. So you have to be with somebody that appreciates you and values you. And I just sometimes I question how valuable Black men are in America, and then that resonates down to our women, that they don't feel that we're valuable. So if we're getting it from all areas of not being valuable, so it's like, what can we do? You could do but so much. Wow. But I do think, as Black men, we always just got to strive for the best, do the best we can. I do think emotional intelligence is something too we need to really focus on, controlling our emotions better, not always seeking to violence, not always seeking to get us in situations that get us in trouble with the law, and also too, if it ever comes to unfortunately, if it ever comes to a he say she say thing, we just got to understand we might not win. But that's the sad part about this, because that's what this case was about. It really was word of mouth. It really wasn't based on I mean, the evidence was more on Tory's side that there was doubt than anything else. So it's like, if you could go to jail based off of somebody else's word, that's a very bad sign going forward. That's kind of what
the evidence is supposed to be with beyond reasonable doubt. But I just want to highlight something real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys on YouTube what I'm referring to before I say it. Instagram, you guys just gotta take my word for it. YouTube giants, y'all see anything different here? What I'm showing you is right. The moment that I ask the question and extend the question. Andre left on Clubhouse, right? That's what I'm showing YouTube, right? Andre left. And the reason why he left is because I want to show you something about energy suckers, right? Sometimes you present something and you say something. Once the conversation becomes positive, which I'm asking, how can we men do better and stand in front of it? Oh, this is too positive. I can't be here for that because I'm not here for that. I'm here for the catty, messy. No, people talking about Meg won, and yeah, justice was served. It is what it is. But all I'm trying to highlight to you guys is be aware and see and know what's happening. He left the moment the conversation became positive. Will he come back? Hopefully. All I'm saying and highlighting is sometimes we got to be cognizant of the energy that's before us, because now we're having a conversation about, tell me how we could do better. And I'm going to every Black man here. He was a Black man. Then I'm coming to the women. It's a learning moment. Why, when there's a moment and chance for us to learn something and do better, we do something else and we disappear? But easy off of that. That's not what this was about. I'm going to go to the collective. Then I'm going to come up to you, Miggity, and then I'm going to go to Clubhouse. Tap in with me, collectors. How can we do better as Black men with our Black women?
Gotta go back to our roots, man. Stop following other people's lead. We out here messing with these people's systems, with these people's ways of life, with these people's beliefs. If we dig back and go back to our ways of life and practice our beliefs, not Europeans, not Italians, not Indians, not Asians, talking about Africans, Blacks. You know what I'm saying? If we go back to our shit, then we could do that, man. Like, look, we ill. Look how in the Caribbean culture, like the Jamaican culture, the men is the super ill cooks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got other cultures like over in the South towards more towards, Morocco part of things. You got the sisters that's ill in the kitchen like that. But we are really on these people. We in these people's system. We in these people program, and that's the only way to get out of it is to get back to our system and our program. And that's the ones that's the time and they on on the low, they studying us, reading our books, reading up on our scholars, ancestors, and our culture. They know more about us than we do. That's why they living so. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's my build on that way.
I didn't do this originally. You know what? I'm a freeze frame. Go for it. Tap in with me. Miggity, how you feel, King?
Basically, bro, I'm not just gonna put it all on the men, bro, because collectively as a whole we fucked up, bro. Like I said before, as a whole we fucked up, bro. So females gotta get out this mindset that, oh, I don't need a nigga, because you do. How you gonna have a family? How we gonna build? Niggas gotta get out the mindset of fuck bitches getting money, bro. Y'all gotta get out these mindsets where as though y'all downgrading your own people, bro. We the only race that downgrade our own people, bro. You can't go nowhere else in the world and see this. Only in America do black people downgrade black people. Over in Africa, you see them rich motherfuckers hanging with dirt poor people, bro. Don't got nothing. But they still treat them like humans, bro. At the end of the day, we all gotta realize, bro, we humans. Male, female, we all got feelings. And another thing, we gotta teach from young ages. Like, you can't wait till somebody get older then try to give them a lesson, bro. I was installed, you feel me? I wasn't installed, but a lot of my family members, they came up around like, oh, don't cry, you're a male. You're not allowed to show emotion. So that's why a lot of males grow up emotionless. Or don't hit her, she a female. But yet you tell the female if he can hit a nigga all she want and nothing's gonna happen to her. So my thing is, this double standard shit gotta go. If we gonna get better as a community, a person, a whole, or whatever you want to be in life, bro, all that double standard shit and viewing the world from other people's eyes, bro, you gotta, bro, because common sense is not common. That's bad. That is bad, bro. I'm 25 and I didn't, bro, out of everybody I met in my life, bro, it usually, like, you'll think the older people around here bro, it be the older motherfuckers way more fucked up than I am. And I'll be like, how?
Be stuck in their ways.
How did that happen? So at the end of the day, everybody gotta get stuck out their ways. You gotta be able to tech yourself. You gotta tech yourself as a fucking person. Like, bro, this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. I done had millions of times I had to tech myself like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You slipping.
Yeah.
But because that's what I was installed with. If you're not installed with that, you're not gonna get it at no older age, bro. You're just not gonna have it. It's either you got it or you don't. And most of these people don't got it. And if you don't got it, you shouldn't be trying to give advice to the next person.
Yeah. I follow.
I don't got no advice to give. Like, keep it a bean, bro. 25, bro. I ain't lived life. I don't got no advice to give, bro. But I can give my opinion.
But see, let me tell you this, right? And Benny, stick around for a second because I'm asking the guys a question. I think I need it from you as well. But I appreciate you saying that, Miggity, because you know the fact that you saying I don't have enough of a reference point to say what can black men do better to provide and be protectors for black women. You saying that. You speak our language. We have a language around here standing in front of things, and you don't have that point of reference. And we appreciate that, King. We appreciate you saying that because that's important. Because what most people do, men and women alike, they won't have the answer, and they'll freestyle to try to say something that sounds smart. And the people that really know be like, look at them deflecting. Look at them. Look, he don't know what he's talking about. Look, she don't really know what she's talking about. She's just trying to go off of it. And then you, whatever. But I appreciate you saying that, Miggity. I want to throw it to, I want to throw it to Clubhouse, DWI Music. What can we as black men, coming off of this Meg and Tory situation and watching it, what can we, you know, Miggity and others woke up and said certain things. Nitro said certain things about the place that Tory was in that put him in that situation. And I'm asking, what can we do as black men to eradicate the system from our families altogether? So, D, I come to you and ask you first. D, are you by your mic? He's probably in another screen. D, I'm asking you, how can we as black men, what can we do to protect, provide, and make a better way for our black women? DWI, on you. You by your mic, King? All right, Dan Adams, tap in with me, King. What can we do as black men to do better?
Hey, what's up, Broadway?
What's happening,
I'll be short and sweet. Yeah, no, great room. Put in more time, put in more effort, and show that we want this just as bad as they want this. I mean, the perfecting of the black union. If I give an analogy to a job, if we work in 40 hours a week, put in 45. If we get 8 hours of sleep at night, get 7. Find the time. It's basically what I'm getting at to put into your relationship so that you can get something out of it. Don't be lazy. I think that's a lot of a part of downfall. A lot of us aren't putting in that work. You know what I mean? To our relationships, we giving half-ass efforts. Yeah, so I'm gonna land with that. Just putting in more effort. I don't want to be like the blame guy. You know, like blame this and blame that, and you know, just looking at the, shouting the fire. Like a fireman, they don't go, oh wow, look at that fire, and talk about the fire. No, they run into that house and they put it out.
And they go fix it, right?
Right. So we got to stop talking about the problems. And that's why I'm glad you asked this question. What can we do as an action? Because I ain't gonna sit up here and just say and down the black union. Like we all know this, but what are we gonna do to make it better? You know what I'm saying? For all of us at the end of the day. Word. I'm gonna land.
Okay. So before I throw it to the ladies, here's my take on it. What I feel like we as black men can do to do better and provide and protect and make it better for our black women, I feel as though we need to stop looking at what everyone else is doing as black men and quantifying it with, am I doing well? You understand what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times black men, they'll look at what's happening in the collector's household, or what's happening in Miggity's or Dan Adams' house, DW, or what's happening to other people to he's making 100,000. I gotta make 120. Nah, I'm cool. My household is happy, right? My household is happy, and we gotta stop as black men. I believe that it behooves us to, because we're not women, stop being dismissive of when our women are saying things that we can't particularly relate to. Postpartum depression, right? That when it's that time of the month and they're feeling emotional, right? We don't personally go through certain things, and there's many others. There's certain things that we don't personally go through, but women go through, and they identify it to be a real thing. So because it's real to you, guess what, baby? It's real to me. So I think we as black men need to also, one last thing before I yield to the ladies, we as black men, we need to recognize and realize I don't always need to meet you where you are, right? Because you out here and you're being colorful, don't mean I need to be colorful. Mean that I can say, you know what, babe, let's talk about this another day, another time. You going out with a woman on a first date and she's acting crazy and she does something, don't meet her where she's at. Do something else. Do the exact opposite of what she's doing. She's colorful, be bland, be mute. This is the last date we'll go on, because there's domestic situations that happens too. You know what I mean? But that's my little tidbit and contribution to the conversation. Tap in with us. Let me PTR. I'm coming to Angel. You first, Queen. What can black men do, Angel, to protect and provide and make it easier for our black women? Tap in with us, Angel. Angel, you by your mic, Queen? All right, Benny, tap in with me, Queen.
What's going on?
Hey.
I think the first step is to acknowledge that there is an issue in the first place. When people were having discussions about what happened with the trial, a lot of people didn't discuss Meg's side of the situation with her being shot and the trauma that caused her. And so I think that in addition to talking about Tory's plight, also acknowledging her plight as well and not being dismissive of it, I think is one of the biggest things when a black woman is talking about an issue. Really try to be empathetic as much as you can and use your position of authority to be responsible and lead into bringing more solutions to those issues that black women deal with. I also think that it's important for black men to show black women compassion and really express that to black women and give black women grace as well. Black women historically have been at the forefront when Black men are dealing with issues at the hands of police brutality, systemic racism. You always see Black women with the sign in hand, just ready to fight. And so, when Black women are at the hands of suffering whatever issues they're dealing with, I think it's important for Black men to also come to the forefront and fight for Black women. I really think that the biggest thing is to acknowledge that there is an issue, first and foremost, and not gaslight. And do your best to collaborate with Black women when it comes to coming about with some sort of solution. And I'll park it there.
Wow. Thank you for that, Benny. I hope you guys are listening, because I am. Hope you guys are listening. King, tap in with me, King, one time. King, you buy your mic, Queen? How convenient. Oh, there
My
she
bad,
go.
bro.
Okay, cool.
I was looking for my mute button. So I mean, I have mixed feelings on the whole situation. I do feel like somebody did shoot her. Something did happen. I don't know if it was self-defense, if she was beating everybody up. I really don't know what took place, but she did get shot, and somebody do need to, you know what I'm saying, be arrested for the situation. I don't know if the right person got arrested. I wasn't there, so I can't completely speak on that. But and for the question as far as what do Black men need to do to protect, provide, whatever the case is for Black women, I think they need to just stop being selfish. They need to be honest in their feelings. They need to be honest about their intentions, and they need to not be selfish and be thinking about themselves all the time. Because if you're selfish and you're thinking about yourself, then there's no way you can protect anybody else. And so that's my thoughts on that.
Wow. I hope you guys are listening. I'm certainly am. You know, tonight was very, very powerful. You know, we learned something tonight. Be it good, be it bad, we learned something. And I think that this is a learning moment. I don't want to look at this like it's injustice. I don't want to look at it like it's any of that. You know, Tory got convicted of all charges. You know, I had asked a question, and that question I had asked, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, 3 hours and 6 minutes to be precise. The question I had asked was, what did Tory lie about? I had asked that question. And I was going around. I said, hey, babe, you know, everybody's saying, you know, everybody lied in the situation. What did Tory lie about? Right? And I asked other people, so forth and so on, and nobody could really give me a direct answer. Now, regardless if you choose to acknowledge it, if you choose to accept it, that's your own cross to carry. What Tory lied about in the judicial system was saying he didn't shoot Meg. According to the judicial system, he was responsible for that gun going off. He was responsible for that gun being his, and he was responsible for the reckless endangerment and shooting, going crazy. He was charged on all three. He was found on all three guilty. Regardless of however you guys choose to look at it, it is what it is. This is a learning moment. Black men, protect and be aware and be available for your queens. You know, you got something real, hold on to it. It's easier to you know, they say trouble is easy to get into and hard to tell to get out of. To be honest with you guys, it is what it is, right? It just is what it is. I personally, Black men, I'm going to go back and say what Ab said earlier, because I'm going to double down on that. Black men, we got to understand that before our Black women can do something for us, we got to do it for ourselves. We got to protect and put ourselves in the positions that and in the places that we're supposed to be in. We have to do that. So what that mean? Ab said earlier, a Black woman, anything domestic, something's going on, a Black woman's going, because my energy has been I'm going to say something. I'm not going to intervene, but a black woman and a black man's going through something. If I see something happening outside and I don't personally know the parties, I'm minding my business. And respectfully, I suggest you all do the same. Because it's very dangerous out here. And we don't know, for whatever reason, they put themselves in that situation. She put herself with him. He put himself with her. If it's a woman that's going crazy at a man and my woman is wanting to do something, babe, you better get the fuck back over here. What are you doing? Let's go. We're leaving. That's their cross to bear. That's their cross to carry. And I suggest every black man do the same shit. Don't be trying to be all gentleman-like and because it doesn't make you any less of a real man if you don't intervene. And if a woman is looking at you anything less than who you said you are because you didn't step into that situation, that's her cross to carry. This shit could go any way from 0 to 60 quick. Y'all know my vibe. Y'all know my body. Live on Broadway podcast. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Man, it's cheaper to be yourself. Be giant. Boo!
Do you have relationship questions you need answered? Spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram.